Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last session, and then we're going to get started. So team, when we picked up last session, you guys were in the ruins of Jarlsberg. You had previously fought a lengthy battle against the Ghost Knight and the Ghost Knight conscripts as they had rode into the ruins and took the fight to you. You guys had managed to defeat them, but unfortunately, Zach had perished. So when we picked up last session, you guys spent a bit of time talking with the sisters. At first, it got a little bit cheeky, you might say, as the sisters were told that Runak was undead, and that seemed to set them off a bit. They wanted to step away, have a conversation with themselves. There was actually a potential fight that could have occurred here, but the team did a pretty good job of de-escalating that and not allowing it to advance into a full-on fight. The sisters, however, did say that they weren't fully trusting of the group at this point and suggested that why don't the group members, the player characters, make their way northeast along the road from Jarlsberg and head to this outpost area that is between the ruins of Jarlsberg and the castle, where ultimately you all are needing to go, primarily because the sisters, Spear Maidens of Hope, have explained to you that some of their fellow sisters had been captured by the Ghost Knights and had been taken to this castle, and the sisters were hoping to get your assistance in traveling to that castle, rescuing their sisters, and also let you know that the holy robes of Sister Adelind were on one of the sisters that had been captured by the Ghost Knights and taken back to that castle. So altogether, not a good time for the forces of good, you might say. So as you guys were having this conversation, we had a situation where Caliban asked to leave from the group and head back out to try to collect Neva. Runak decided to go with him, so the two of them made their way out the couple of hours travel, or that was going to be the plan until the group decided, well, why don't we not split up and we'll just have everybody head back to Old Camp, and then we'll rest, relax there, wake up in the morning, and make our way for that outpost. So that's what the group did. As you guys got back to the camp, Neva wasn't there immediately, or at least she was seemingly inside of the tent, one of the tents that was there. And so you guys didn't see her right off the bat, but eventually she did show herself. She exited from one of the tents and then started speaking to you guys. She was a little bit, you could say, disappointed that you had decided to leave her back at camp. And as the conversation was going on, she pointed out that it was unfortunate that you had lost a team member and that perhaps she could have done something had she been there. So the team had a little bit of a sort of a discussion / debate on whether the team trusted her or not, with Caliban mostly trusting her but asking her some questions, some other members of the team seemingly not trusting her much at all. So eventually you guys settled on quasi-trusting her, I will say, or at least allowing her to accompany you. And you guys decided to make your way up the road and head to that outpost. You traveled the hour or two to get to that outpost and found yourself at a distance spotting this watchtower and realizing that, obviously once you can see it, the folks inside, assuming somebody's watching the road, again, being a watchtower seems pretty likely, that they would be able to see it as well. See you as well, I should say. So you guys started approaching. There was some debate there again about how exactly to approach. Should you put on the cloaks and try to pretend to be members of the cult, or should you just pass and say you were merchants? There was some talk of perhaps acting as like a band. Neva sort of interposed here and tried to tell Caliban an idea, which was generally that lies work well when they're closest to the truth. So whatever the real reason you're here is, and she then asked him to disclose what that reason was, and Caliban did share some information. She then said, well, why not just say that you're, trying to hunt down these Spear Maidens of Hope and you're in the employ of the Blood Duchy, or the Blood Kingdom. And so you guys went with a sort of a mixed bag there as you approached, trying to explain that you were in pursuit of these Spear Maidens. You had gotten like a tip on where some of them were. Once you arrived, however, you noticed that there was a gentleman who was coming from the other direction and trying to pass your way. He seemed to be a traveling, maybe merchant or bard of some kind, based on his attire and how he held himself. The guards seemed to hold him up there and were asking him a lot of very pointed questions. In particular, when he said there was somewhere he was going specifically, they seemed to take question of this or take issue with it and stated that this is a known location of where the Spear Maidens of Hope gather. And so he started getting in a bit of hot water. They were going to sort of take him aside and process him, but at the same time, you guys were kind of trying to move up. And after some banter back and forth, it became clear to the guardsmen, at least, that you were a bit suspicious in some of your answers that you were giving. It didn't seem like, for example, you guys said that you were going to kill the Spear Maidens of Hope, and they, later you found out, had information or orders not to kill them, but instead to capture them and take them to the castle. And so that kind of set the guardsmen off here in the leadership of this outpost. And so you guys found yourself in a battle situation. So you guys were fighting these Ghost Knight conscripts outside of the watchtower itself. A couple of them were actually sitting elevated on these wooden platforms that contained ballistas that could rotate. And you guys were fighting them off, while at the same time, fire was being rained down upon you from the watchtower itself in the form of various arrows. And there also is a spellcaster of some sorts inside, as magic has been flung out these openings to fire down upon you. You guys have found it a bit challenging to return fire in those areas, primarily because the folks attacking from within the watchtower have cover against you, making it a bit more challenging. You guys have kind of spread about, doing what you can, trying to fight these opponents. You guys managed to defeat all of the Ghost Knight conscripts on the outside, taking some damage and using some resources, particularly in healing, in order to get through this battle. You also encountered a heavily armored, in fact, plate armored individual inside the watchtower who took the fight to you, and then seemingly once he realized the battle wasn't going so well, he is doing his best to try to hold the door closed. So we're in a bit of a standoff at the moment as you guys are trying to force this door open or push him back. And so far, he's been doing a really good job resisting that, holding the door closed himself and resisting some magic that would force him to run away. And at the end of this bit, there was Runak, who climbed up on one of those elevated platforms and then Misty stepped through the open shutter, you could say, and found himself up in an elevated position and unfortunately in a tough spot, you might say. So team, that's a quick recap of what occurred last session. Anything I missed that anybody would like to add?
Yeah, I don't remember the outcome, but I believe one of the last things that was done was that Archgale commanded the guy trying to hold the door to flee, which should have caused should cause him to run on his turn. I can't remember if that happened or not, or if that was successful.
It did, because there is a me posting command and then a wisdom saving throw from Adam.
Yes, that was one of the last things to occur. So, yeah, go ahead and take inspiration there, Laud, as, yeah, that was a pretty pivotal moment as you guys were trying to figure out a way through. Had failed a couple of times, but it seemingly that might be your way in.
It appears I already have inspiration, so if anybody needs it, just call it out.
Grim.
All right, you get it.
I won't be shy. Thank you.
Early on, when we were still trying to sneak our way in, Caliban had been pulled in by this plate mail armored fighter inside to go talk with the leader. And it was the female voice above that called down asking if he needed help. And he said, nope, they had things under control. So we think that the female above is the highest ranking officer in this group.
Interesting take. I won't say whether that's correct or not, but certainly add some additional information to our recap. And for that, it's worth inspiration. So go ahead and take inspiration there, Caliban.
Thank you.
I have one thing as well. So when the whole thing that started the feud between Caliban and Runak was the Sister Maidens were kind of upset with us that we left somebody out in the wilderness, and they specifically said that they probably wouldn't be alive when we got back because it's extremely dangerous, which is what caused the entire fight between the two, for the undead word to be dropped.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, go ahead and take inspiration for that Archgale. Yes, the idea that you left an ally of yours on their own. I won't know. I won't say that the Spear Maiden said that they were upset about this, but pretty much more of like a realistic point of view that yeah, there's no way that person's going to survive on their own for long because it's very dangerous in this area. So yeah, that's kind of what raised the tension. So yeah, go ahead and take inspiration, Archgale.
And let me add to that because she didn't die. Wink, wink. Hello.
Good addition. She is alive. Yes.
Well, yeah, I don't trust her.
I already have inspiration if somebody else would like it.
Glory will take it.
All yours.
Hey, Adam, I'd like to add something with the Spear Maidens. I think actually what caused them to go ahead and get nervous about us was actually Ronak being an undead person, and we were trying to get them to believe that he's a good guy, and we failed to do that. So I think that's really what kind of caused them to go ahead and said, hey, you have to prove yourself.
Yes, indeed, and I would give you inspiration for that, except I mentioned that in my recap. So, but yes, that is definitely correct. All right,
and we
any...
weren't. Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
go
weren't
ahead.
super open with that either, right? We were a little. It sort of came out awkwardly rather than us explaining it to them. I think was part of it as well.
Yeah, you could say it was sort of accidentally dropped in the heat of the moment kind of deal. And yeah, that's certainly what caused them to have a little bit of higher tension. So, but all right. So it sounds like we've got some good additions to our recap, some inspiration awarded. Any last minute items before we get you guys back to where we left off?
Who's driving Runok?
Runak sent me some instructions for what he wants his character to do. So I think it'll be easiest for me to pull this off. If he lasts a long time, or if it goes very differently than I think, then I'll probably ask for a volunteer just to put that in you guys' hands. But for now, I'm gonna try to just fulfill his instructions.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, folks. All right, let's go ahead and get you guys back over to the map. All right, so there we are. All right, so we ended at the top of the turn order here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that back up. And let me go ahead and turn on some better intensive music. Alrighty, folks, so this is where we left off. So up top, there's going to be a shot on Runak. Which will critically hit Runak.
Is this kind of how you were thinking to make go, Adam?
Not necessarily, but based on what he teleported into, I knew there was going to be a little roughness. All right, maximum plus normal, and then add that result. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and post the damage.
We're off to a great start.
Yes, indeed. So max would be 10 on top of that. So we're going to apply 19 damage to Runak. All right, and then next up we have Glory.
All right, so this guy is currently holding the door right now, then.
That is correct. Yep. So you can think of it as you guys are kind of fighting back and forth for the door. He's trying to keep it closed. You guys are trying to push it open. So from a, every turn perspective, I'm assuming it's like a slit open at the moment.
Okay. Well, knowing he's about to let it open, I'm going to dodge and extend rage.
Okay. All right. On Neva's turn, she will poke back down here, take a peek at what you guys are doing. Not seeing anything. She will just quickly say, Caliban, are you okay?
All good. All good. Be safe.
Yep. And then she's going to slide back behind the watchtower once again. All right, Grim.
All right. Step up there, and I'm gonna try to overrun him and push him back.
All right, so he's going to have to make a strength saving throw against your DC, which will be 3 for your proficiency bonus plus your strength mod plus 8. All right, 16. Here it comes. He is not pushed back.
Okay. I like to do it again.
All right, so that's you using one of your attacks, and now you're using your extra attack to try that again. He is not pushed back.
We need to get up there and help Runok.
Well, I'm just realizing I rolled those on the wrong sheet, but exact same modifier, so yeah, that's no worries. That stays the same. All right, Laud, your turn.
I'll start off by casting Cure Wounds on myself. And then I really can't do anything else, so I'm going to run here, and then I will end my turn.
All right, so we move to this guy's turn. He's been commanded to flee, so I'm reading, I believe it just says they have to move away at the top speed that they can, but I'm reading that real quick. Target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means. All right. All right, so he has done that, and the door is open at this point since he's no longer trying to hold it, forced to hold it closed. All right, this person who is right next to Runok here is going to melee attack Runok. 15 is going to miss Runok. Barnaby.
All right, I have the honor. 5, 10.
All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of additional information since you're seeing this for the first time. You're walking into this watchtower. You're seeing a flight of stairs to your right there, to the east, and you can see that's going up an elevation of like 7 to 8 feet, and you immediately see another set of stairs at the top that's basically going around in a spiral pattern to get up to the upper levels. Here on the base level, you can see there's a table, there's some crates, there's some barrels, and there's a cot off to the side.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and head up. So should I just head in this direction, Adam, here?
Yes. Yep. Feel free to move one space at a time. Once you get to the appropriate space, it's going to automatically move you into a different map.
Okay, so that would be 15, 20, 25, and then I'll just go here for 30, and I'm going to take the dodge action.
All right, I'm going to just put you there because you're like halfway between two squares. Is that good?
Yeah, I can't tell which is. Yeah, I can't tell. You know, some of it's cement. I don't know what the square is. So yeah, thanks.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, the squares inside the building have their own lines, not grid lines. So yeah, a little bit wonky there. All right. So I'm putting you there. You're dodging. From there, what I will say is when you're looking in this direction, like up this way, looking up, you can kind of see just a little bit of that guy that was running.
All right, but he's upstairs.
Correct. So your assumption is that he came in and he went up the stairs, much like you're aiming towards.
All right, I'm going to say bottom floor looks clear. Let's head up.
All right, then we move to this one who's going to take a shot on Runok, which will miss. Then we move to this one. All right, I got to double check how this is worded. So I'm pretty sure this is the option she's going to pick, and I think she'll be able to aim it well. Yes. All right, so you guys are going to hear the blasting sound. Just this huge thunder wave comes out from above you in the upper levels. All right, so that's going to be a con save from Runak. All right, he'll succeed on that, so he's going to take half as much damage. So he'll take 3 points of thunder damage. All right, we move to this person's turn, who's going to take a shot on Runak. That is going to hit for 12 points of damage. All right, on Runak's turn, his instructions to me were disengage and try to get down the stairs. So disengage. All right, he's going to get to there. And then we move to Caliban's turn.
Caliban hearing the explosion and knowing where the is, he's going to move in. So 5, 10. Oh yeah, these are tricky with the squares, aren't they? 15. 20.
Yeah, I just use the arrows on your keyboard to make it easy.
30.
All right, so you'll look a little bit over to the right on your screen there, Caliban. You've ascended the stairs now. So you're here, and you can see the stairs go like this, and they keep getting up higher in elevation. Does that make sense?
It does. Yep. I am going to use my second wind. That gives me 15 more feet.
All right, is that is that a special feature of your subclass?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, take an extra 15 feet.
Can I cut that, or is that too close to the edge?
No, you're good there.
5, 10.
I would say that would be pretty rough to go straight. Yeah, there you go.
15 to there. Yeah. And then this guy's still well out of range. Actually, I'll take the dash action and try to catch up to him.
Okay.
So there are 5, 10, and yeah, 15 to there. And my turn.
Okay. All right, move to this one's turn, who's going to take a shot down the stairs at Runak. And that will miss. And then we get to Archgale's turn.
All right, I'll do my movement. 5, 10, 15. Wait, 5. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I hear squares are weird in here, so I'm going to try it. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm going to go like there to 30 diagonally.
I can see him, Archgale. He's looking rough, though.
I will action dash.
Okay.
These are stairs, right?
Those are stairs, yep.
All right, so then am I good to go straight up the stairs as is where I am?
You would have to go in front of Barnaby, otherwise you're like clutching onto the side of the stairs.
Gotcha. So I'll go 5, 10 on the new map.
Yep.
Okay.
Scoot yourself to the right.
Got it. So I'm at 10. 15. Is this going to be 20?
That's 25 based on how you've moved so far.
Okay, and then let's go with... Is that a good spot? No, I guess I need to go here to go up the stairs.
Yeah, I would say you could stand where you moved, but if you try to go up the stairs, I'd force you to go up once first before you go up.
Okay, no worries. And I can see Runak, I assume, since I can see him on the map.
You can see his feet, I would say, at this point, because he's just coming down those stairs.
Okay. I'm going to cast, what's that thing called? Healing Word at the second level.
Okay.
So incoming. And that is what he gets. 17.
All right, 17 back to Runok.
And my turn.
All right, we move to the top of the next round. We've got a shot coming down at Runok. 14 is going to miss. And then we've got Glory's turn.
All right, I'm going to move to the stairs. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to dash. I wouldn't fit on the side there, would I?
Not to climb them, it would be really challenging.
All right, bonus action extend rage and my turn.
All right, Neva is going to stay where she is, and we will move to Grim.
5, 10. Oh, so the guy ran upstairs. I was holding the door. Okay. I got 30 to that. All right. I'm going to. Sorry, new map. Adrenaline Rush, bonus action dash, and I'll get 3 temp. Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So keep in
That
mind
check?
you're basically on like a half stair there. So let's see. No, I would not give you 30 to there because it
Okay.
looks like you basically clung to the side of the wall like a
Yeah,
spider. So no,
yeah, like a spider.
I would say you'd have to do like this, right? So you'd be like 30. I could give you a 30 there if you want to be right there.
Don't. Okay. Then I'm going to. I've moved in down to dodge action. Okay, and my. Oh, you know what? I can't. If I action dashed, there's no way I can go, right?
Where are you trying to get to?
The flank on plate armor.
So I would say no, because if you already use your bonus action, and you don't have any movement left, right? So if you had enough movement and an action, you could try to overrun him if you got close enough to him. But I think you're out of actions at this point.
Okay, so I can't action dash and move any further past Glory, I guess, right?
Right, because if you go into a square that is occupied and end your turn, you'd have to fall prone. While technically, I could argue maybe you could stand there. It's not going to do you much benefit, and I would say it's putting you out like you're clinging onto the side just to hold on, you know.
Yeah, whatever you roll. But if you would allow me to action dash, I would do that. If not, I'll do action dodge. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, dodge makes more sense here because you're not going to be able to like push through him.
All right, check that. Thank you.
All right, Laud.
Hey, wait up. And I'll start chasing the group. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I guess I am dashing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll just hang out here. And that'll be my turn.
All right, this guy's turn. No longer under the effects of the magic. You're going to see Caliban as he takes a hand off of his greatsword and reaches out to grab you by the scruff of your neck. Please give me a strength or dexterity saving throw. All right, you managed to fight off his grasp on you as he's really trying to get this hand down. He's going to try this again. Another saving throw. Yeah, once again, you fight through this, not allowing him to grasp onto your armor. With that, he's going to stay right where he is, trying to be a little defensive there. All right, from the top of the stairs, you're going to see as a figure makes their way down, and you guys probably don't see it. Caliban, you might see this a little bit as you see a figure up the stairs past Runok, stabbing down at Runok. 16 will hit Runok, dealing 7 points of damage to him. Let's see. After that occurs, you will see that person step away, and then Runok will go ahead and take an opportunity attack there, which will manage to hit. And he will wound that one. All right, Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move in. All right. So, Adam, I don't see anybody standing by Runok, or is there something that's just not as visible on this map?
He's not going to be in your line of sight from where you are right now, because essentially the person is in this square, but they even stepped away, so they're not even there, period.
Okay, so I just don't see him and everything. Okay, but I do see this person there.
You do
so
indeed.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and out of my rapier, I'm going to go ahead and shoot Eldritch Blast 2 attacks.
Okay. The first one will hit, the second will miss.
It is interesting because I get 2, it automatically does 2. I didn't push it twice. So that was
it's just built in that way. That's cool.
I guess so. Yeah.
All right, the Eldritch Blast will slam into his armor, but he holds steady.
All right, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will go ahead and end my turn.
All right, from up the stairs, we've got a shot down on Runok, which will hit. 6 points of damage. All right, and then from up the stairs, we've got a blast of magic down on Runok. And I'm double checking his resources. Because he told me, use lucky to make attacks harder to hit him. I'm not seeing where he's tracking his lucky points up. So I'm going to assume...
Mine are on my class features. I'm assuming his are on the same. It's under feats on class features. Or features and traits.
So it looks to me like he's used all 3. I see 3 check marks. I know he used at least 2 last time, so he couldn't have all 3.
Check marks are full, and they go from full to empty, is how the sheet defaults.
Okay, he's definitely not been tracking them then, because he used at least 2 last time, and it's showing he's got 3 checks. So I'm assuming maybe he's doing it the other way. Okay. Or he's not tracking them, one way or the other. But I'm going to assume he has none of those left based on what I'm seeing on the sheet. All right, so here comes a Arcane Burst ranged coming down on him. That is going to miss. Actually, that is going to be a fumble, so let me go ahead and roll that. Okay, yeah, so you'll hear some frustration from up above. All right, there's going to be another shot down on Runok. That will miss. All right, then it is Runok's turn. He's going to make his way down. And as he's scurrying down, he's going to say, there's a whole bunch of them up there. He will take the flank position and attack this guy.
Just don't dent my armor.
That will miss. All right, we'll move to Caliban.
Hey, Adam, just as a reminder, when he misses with the great sword because of his feet, he still does damage.
Ah, yes. Okay, yep, thanks for that reminder.
Silly as it may be, but it is.
All right, Caliban, you're up.
Sorry, I choked just before my turn. How about that? Caliban
Just don't choke on your turn.
Yeah, well, I still might do that. We'll see. Caliban's going to try to attack this big guy. We'll attack Hodor right in front of him here.
All right. That will hit.
One.
All right, the blade slashes in and wounds him.
We'll just do that again. That worked so well.
That one will miss.
Even 14?
14 will miss, yes.
Okay. Excuse me. To move past him, that's difficult terrain, right?
To move through him, you'd have to either use an action or a bonus action to attempt a tumble or an overrun. Essentially, it's a check. If you beat his check, you can move through his space once on your turn. If you fail, you cannot move through.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action for that.
All right, and would you like to attempt the overrun, which is strength-based, or the tumble, which is dex-based?
Strength-based, please.
All right, so you're basically making a athletics check here, and that's going to be against his DC. Yeah, you try to push through him, but he is able to resist this, and he doesn't let you get through.
It's interesting with him trying to throw me off or trying to get a hold of me, where this tussle between us in the stairway is sort of very...
Yeah,
dramatic.
neither one's coming up on top, right? You're both just like evenly matched there in the muscle movement.
Exactly. My turn.
All right. Coming down the stairs, we have a figure here who spots noticing everything going on. This one is going to shoot Runok, which will miss, and is another fumble. Quite embarrassed. They are going to step back up. Okay, Archgale.
Okay. So quick question, as this might determine something. That spot right to the south of Glory, can I stand there?
You can, but you're essentially clutching onto the side. If anybody attacks you, I'm going to call that advantage to hit you. Any chances to like get knocked off, I'm going to say, you have disadvantage on any saving throws to cling on, that sort of thing.
Gotcha. Let me see where I'm at after moving 15. So 5, 10, 15. He's not quite in the sphere. Can I move against the wall behind Glory?
Yeah, I'd let you stand there.
And will that get enough of the AoE to hit that?
Yep, yeah, it's just 50% or more of the square, so yep, that'll work.
Perfect. Then I'll stand there. And
All right, remind me, it triggers right when you enter, right? And then again, if he ends his turn there.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so it's a wisdom saving throw, so here comes that. So he'll fail that. I think it's 3d8.
Yep, let me get those dice real quick. Yep, there it is.
All right, so he will take that damage.
And then I will. I won't be able to get through him. So for my action, I'm going to channel divinity, preserve life, to get whatever would be half to Runok out of a pool of 25.
That will get 13.
13? Perfect. Then that will be 13 to him. And that's my action. I don't want to take a bonus action right now. So I'll end my turn.
All right, top. We're going to see another figure come on down. They're going to take a shot at Runak. 17 is going to hit for 11 points of damage. That figure's then going to move back up. Okay, we move to Glory's turn.
Bonus action, Heavenly Wings, Celestial Revelation, so I can fly. Fly up there, and I'm going to strike this guy with the halberd.
Okay. That is going to miss.
Does he not get flanking on that?
He does not. Flanking's only if you're within 5 feet.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to move you to one more space up here, Glory. I moved the teleporter to make it easier when Runak was up here on the floor, but this is where you'd actually enter the space.
All right, that's bonus action. I didn't protect.
Okay. All right, yeah, Neva will skip her turn, and we'll move to Grim.
Okay, I'm gonna move there. And this spot here, I know it might give me some disadvantage for being thrown off, but can I stand there and attack?
So what I will say is if you want to try to do that, you're basically on like half the side of the stairs. I'm going to ask for a check, and that's going to be an acrobatics check, DC 15. If you succeed, you manage to balance on that space, and you can take your turn as normal. If you fail, you're going to fall down to the lower level.
Okay, then, but I can run straight south, for example, or you still need to do an athletics check.
You would still need to do an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna just get out of the way in case other people want to do that. And then I will take the dodge action again.
Okay.
I'm sorry, start bar covered by.
All right, Laud.
All right, first thing I'm gonna do, point at this guy and take a shot with True Strike. 16.
16 will miss.
All right, and then I will point at Runok and start singing. Feeling sick, just toss this rhyme. Heal up quick, it's magic time. And cast a second word or second level healing word.
I like your lyrics.
I love them too. Don't rush them. I love them.
Don't rush them.
And that is the turn.
All right, on this guy's turn, looking a bit walloped, he's going to pull a potion out of his pouch and drink it. He looks a bit rejuvenated as he does so. All right, top floor. This one is going to step in front of you and attack Glory. Short sword in hand. That 12 is going to miss. Barnaby.
Hey, Adam, really quickly. Since he ended his turn in that spot, he's going to take damage.
All right,
Nice.
actually, sorry, I forgot about that. He definitely would not end his turn there then. So he was going to step to here. Caliban, you can take an opportunity attack.
And I will.
That will miss. So yeah, since he's essentially forced to move, he's going to move to there. All right, sorry, Barnaby, go ahead.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to go 15 there. I'm going to take 2 shots at him with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So yes, those will both hit. The Eldritch Blast smash into him, wounding him.
And Adam, since I'm small, would I be able to walk that corridor without much of a problem?
No, but I will give you advantage on the acrobatics check.
You know what? I'm going to prove that being small is a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and move there, and then I'm going to try to move there.
Okay, acrobatics check DC 15 at advantage. Unfortunately, no. So as you try to slide past Caliban here in this very tight area, you're going to fall down to the ground, and you're going to land smashing into these boxes and taking 5 points of damage. So 5 points of damage, you are knocked prone. What else would you like to do on your turn?
All right, so I think, so 5, 10, 15. I think that would have given me, Adam, 20, so I probably wouldn't have. Can you check to see if that would have been 20, would I would have fallen, or 15?
I think you were behind Grim, so I'm assuming you did this. You would have fell at the 15-foot mark.
All right, so at least I could stand on my turn then, correct?
Yes, yep.
All right, so I'll at least go ahead and stand. Also, it did not, when I took the damage, it did not do a con save, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to end my turn, and then I'm going to do a con save.
Yep, just as a reminder, for those of you with Warcaster, we just did the yellow dot, so we know that it doesn't keep triggering it. You have to make it an advantage anyway. Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to go ahead and take a shot at Glory. 21 will hit. So that'll be 4 damage to the Raging Barbarian. Alright, this one here is going to move over to the corner, and you're going to see her messing with some different things in her hand. I guess see how this is worded again. You can't cast spells. Okay, so this is actually not a spell. So she is going to shoot you with an arcane burst here, Glory. And that is going to fumble again. I'm actually going to put this down as ranged weapon, because that's technically what it is. Yeah, she doesn't have a holding thing, so that will pass that. All right, this guy's turn. Gonna make his way up and over to here and take a shot at you, Glory. 15 on Glory. AC 16, that will miss. All right, move to Runak's turn. Yeah, Runak is going to... I think he's going to disengage and get himself down to safety. And get out of the way, so he'll get down to there. All right, Caliban.
Well, I made that decision easy. Caliban just is going to move up then and try to finish this guy off before he gets away. So it takes a big swing of the sword.
That will connect. I think that's like the 4-13 in a row you've rolled.
If it's been consistent, I'll take it.
All right, that slash catches him in the arm. He is wounded.
Oh, he'll not get away.
That will also hit. And yes, that is going to be enough damage to slay him.
I claim your armor in my name. No.
He says dibs as he runs by.
15. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I'm going to keep you in that space, Caliban. Now, keep in mind, where you were on the other map is technically this space that Glory's in. So I'm going to keep you here. Think of it as like you're trying to move up, but you realize Glory's in that space. There's not much ability to move here.
Okay, so that'd be 10 to there. And we are tight. I do have enough movement. So I was 15 to Glory's space. Could I try add an athletics again to try to get past the individual?
Yeah, if you have a bonus action left, you can use that to try to do an overrun.
I do. I'll use my bonus action for that.
All right, yep, so you're going to make an athletics check for that. Yeah, you're able to do so. So you step into glory space, and then you can push through this person once on your turn.
Okay.
So that space will count as difficult terrain. So you said it was 15 to here?
I was 10 to there. I was 15
10
to
to there.
glory space.
So 15, 25, 30 to there.
Perfect. I'll end my turn.
All right, this one's here. They are going to shoot you, Caliban. That will miss. And they're going to step back. Archgale.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20.
So essentially, I'm going
Map
to call
change.
that 15, Archgale. So think of it as you're looking up the stairs and you see you're like looking into Glory's back. There's not much extra space to move. From your current position, I will say this person is in your aura, but these two are not because they're up on a higher level, and that would be going through a wall.
Can I step into glory temporarily to achieve that? Like essentially step into glory and then move back.
No, I would say you would need to get here to be able to affect these guys, because even here,
Okay.
you're kind of going through the wall.
Gotcha. Okay. And I assume the athletics check is still the same. If I miss that.
If you're trying to push through somebody, you can do an athletics or an overrun. If you're trying to do the nimble, like tiny toes and go up on the side here, that would be an acrobatics check. Yeah, same DC 15.
Okay, gotcha. I'm not good at that, so I'm going to stand right here and get what I can get with 1.
All right, that one is going to succeed on their saving throw. Go ahead and post damage, and they'll take half. All right, that will wound them.
And so I dodge as an action. All right. Or I guess I only went 15, huh? So I guess I don't need to dodge or dodge. I don't need to dash. I guess I do to get to where I am currently. Oh well. In my turn.
All right. Okay, move to the top of the round. So this one is going to fire at Glory, which will hit, dealing 2 points of damage to Glory. And then they're going to go ahead and step away.
Opportunity attack?
Yeah, go ahead and make your opportunity attack. 16 will hit. Yeah, walloping that one, wounding them badly. All right, that is their turn. And we move to Glory's turn.
Hitting this one in front of me.
Okay. Yes, that will certainly connect. All right, so a crit plus a bleed effect. I'm pretty sure they are going to die from the crit damage there. Go ahead and just post your crit damage. Yes, indeed. So that one is slashed in half.
All right, then I'm going to move. Move to here and second attack on that guy.
Okay. Yes, that will hit as well. All right, that will injure him.
And bonus action, polearm strike, same guy.
Okay. That will hit as well. All right, slashed and battered a bit. Neva is good where she's at. We move to Grim.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I want to take a look up the stairs. I have a bonus action options.
So
I can
yeah,
either
let
move
me
15 or 30.
So let me explain it a little bit to you. So you're, I'm going to put you like here at the moment. You're looking, or actually, I'm going to even say you're here. Basically, you can think of Archgale as being in the space where this big guy's down, and then there's the stairs up. So if you move through Archgale to get here, then you're seeing a clear stairway of 10 feet until you get to Caliban. Is all you would be able to see from that angle.
All right, then I will. Can I move my 30 to there and then?
So no, so your 30 got you here. So now I'm gonna have to say you can't do whatever you were just gonna do because now you got the visibility to decide and make a decision that you shouldn't have at this point.
Well, I was gonna bonus action either 15 or 30 to get up there for movement.
Okay, so I'll let you do the 15. How about that? Because it sounds to me like you were here and you were wanting to know how much you could see, and I told you how much you could see, and then you moved to the other map, which made it where you could see a lot more before you made that decision. So we'll say you can do the 15.
Okay, sounds great. All right, so tactical shift, second wind, and I'll move 15.
Okay, so you're basically here when you stop moving, and now you've got your 15 feet.
Okay. I will go 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, that works.
All right, that was movement, bonus action into the flank. Try to attack this guy.
Yes, that will hit. That will wound him. That will also hit.
And Savage Attacker is only once per turn, so this is normal damage.
That is enough to drop him. All right, move to Laud's turn.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then start wheezing as I get to the top of the stairs. Oh god, so many stairs, and I'll take the dodge action.
All right. All right, poor Barnaby down on the first floor. Your turn.
I got the bottom floor guarded, but I'm coming up. All right, Adam. You said that I'm on top of boxes, so would that be difficult terrain or anything to get down?
No, you landed, kind of smashed into him, but you spent your movement last turn to stand up from prone, so you're good.
All right, perfect. All right, so that's going to be 30. And seeing I'm just going to assume everyone's climbing up, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the dash action.
Okay.
And I'm just going to stay there because I don't want to go here.
Smart idea, yeah. Alrighty, this one's turn. Let's see. They are going to step to here and fire a blast off at Grim. 12. That is going to miss. All right, this one's turn. Going to step away and then take a shot at Grim. 20. I believe that's going to hit. 12 points of damage to Grim. All right, Runok, seeing most of his friends are a little bit better off, he will make his way up a little bit, but he's not too excited to jump right back into the thick of battle, so we'll move to Caliban.
Keep the women alive. We need to interrogate them. Kill the men, though. And he'll go 5.
What?
10.
I don't know how to do that.
15, 20 to here, and he'll attack this guy to his right.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. That will wound him.
Second swing.
That will also hit.
Oh, gets him on the backswing.
Wounding him a second time. He's barely on his feet.
I could. Yeah, this is. No, I. I think we're gonna be okay. I am gonna end my turn there.
All right, this one's going to take a shot off at Caliban. 20, I believe that is going to hit.
Blade Ward doesn't affect range, right? Is that only melee?
I have no idea. Double check.
That's a good question, right? Where the heck is it?
I'll pull it up in the compendium real quick. One of us will find it.
An attack roll against you. So he has to do a 1d4 to subtract that.
All right, so I'll let you roll that, and we'll just take the 1d4 off what he rolled.
As long as I don't roll a 1, we'll be okay.
All right, so that will miss. Okay, Archgale.
All right, now finally I can do something cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to action dash.
Okay, that guy will get killed right off the bat. He had 1 HP left.
I'll go 5. Is this like a barrel that's kind of here in the middle?
It is, yes.
I'm just gonna, I think if I stand on that, it'll be good. So 5, 10, 15. I'm going to roll damage.
All right, so the
Do I need
first...
to?
Go ahead with
Oh,
your question.
sorry. Do I need to roll damage individually for each of them?
No, you can just post it once. We'll take it. It'll be easier, faster. Okay, so the first one will succeed. The next two will fail. And the other one will succeed. All right, so let's see. The first one's going to take 6. The other two will take 12. That'll kill this one. Wound that one. And then this one will take 6. All right. That is damage applied. All right,
I
this
said
person
keep
has
women alive.
All righty, Glory's turn.
Okay, I will move here and attack this guy.
Okay. Yeah, 18 will hit. 14 points of damage. He is slain.
Surrender
Over
now.
here, attack the one to
Okay.
that direction.
18, yeah, that'll hit. 7 points of damage. Wounds him.
Polearm strike, same guy.
All right, polearm strike. Critically hits. Go ahead and post that.
I rolled regular damage.
That's okay. Go ahead and do, with your token selected, hit the critical hit button at the top, and then post a bludgeoning crit. All right, twice maximum damage. All right, so we would take twice your maximum damage. Your roll doesn't really matter. So your maximum is 4, so 8, and then add your rage of 2 is 10 damage.
That's correct. In my turn.
All right, he had exactly 10 HP left, so he is out. All right, Neva is good where she's at. Grim.
5, 10, 15. Drop my flail, grapple her.
Okay. So she has to make a saving throw. Dex or strength. She's going to go with Dex. You managed to grapple her.
Okay, that was I'm going to 10 feet of movement, and I want to move her to this square, and I will end my turn.
Okay.
Although I do have an attack left, I could do. Yeah, I'm sure I won't one strike kill her. So I'll soften her up for you boys. One attack.
So you're just on it. You're unarmed attacking.
No,
So drop your
unarmed. Yeah,
flag.
that's right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're smart. I'm done. Okay.
So that I'll take that roll because I don't think the number changes at all, right? You still roll the same thing. All right, so that will hit, and then what's your strength mod? I'll just take that much damage off her.
5. Punch. I grab her and punch her for 5 damage.
All right, you smash her up a bit. All right, Laud.
All right, 5, 10, 15. Oops, sorry, 20.
All right, so I'll move you one space here, Laud. I was just trying to make some extra tactical space up there, but that's where you get when you ascend the stairs.
Okay, so I have 10 more feet, so move to there. Fear not, I have arrived, and seeing this person being grappled, I'll just take a shot with True Strike. True Strike!
That will miss.
Oops, and I'll end my turn.
All right, Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to move, and I'm going to be successful and not fall. Okay, that's 25.
I'm going to put you right here. That's where you come off the stairs.
Perfect. All right. So is that a space, Adam? It just
No, this is a space though.
okay.
If you want to move straight to the north, you can, but you're kind of like awkwardly balancing in that gap.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at her
Okay.
with Eldritch Blast.
Those will both miss.
Warning shots! Warning shots!
Yeah, mine too.
All right, on her turn, she will say, "You clearly won. I surrender. I surrender. Don't attack me. I'll tell you what I can." She'll end her turn there, and she'll go ahead and make a saving throw. Go ahead and roll your Spirit Guardian's damage, Archgale. And that will wound her pretty badly. Runak's good where he's at. Caliban.
Archgale, drop your spell. We need to interrogate this one.
You can drop your spell at any time, just so you know, James. You may not know that.
I did not know that, actually. It doesn't really matter, but I will drop my spell.
All right, the aura goes away.
Caliban approaches her with her sword out, and we need to talk. And ends his turn.
All right, guys, for the sake of time, is there anybody doing anything that we need to stay in turn order, or can we exit turn order here?
Can I punch her again, Callie?
Just don't kill her.
No, I will do it. I'll keep a grab hold of her. That's all.
All right, I'm going to get us out of combat, folks. You are free to act as you wish.
I'm going to take her component pouch if she has one, or any staff or anything that I can see.
I'm going to head down to the bottom.
Yeah, feel free to move if you wish. Okay, we will assume that she has an arcane focus and that you have taken that.
All right, now have a seat. Sit down on that bench. And Callie here is the romantic one. He's going to talk to you.
I'm still holding on to her, so I want to move over.
Oh god, we lost our charismatic character.
What do you need? How can I help?
We need to interrogate this one. There's a reason that the Shield Maidens wanted us to take this tower. I'm not sure why.
We should tie her up first. Just having her sit on the bench is not good.
I have her in my hands. Can't you see?
I've seen you roll dice before. You should tie her up just because.
Well, you guys do what you will with her. I got plate armor to put on.
Barbie, do you have any? Does anybody have some rope? I'm not sure if I have any rope.
Glory.
I came down to see Neva. Neva, why don't you head upstairs? I could use your help.
She will say, "Is it safe in there?"
Safe, yes.
Okay, and she'll make her way inside.
I'm going to follow her up.
Who are you? Why are you here? And why did you try to take us?
You see, she looks towards you, Caliban, and says, my name is Krusty. Well, I don't know what you mean by take you. I work here?
And what is your position here? What do you do other than try to kill people who are coming to the tower?
I provide magical support for the guardsmen here in case something comes that is tough for them to handle.
Who was the leader? Who was in charge?
Oh, you already killed him.
Yeah, and who is that? We didn't ask if he was alive or dead.
He was the guy in the really heavy armor. Vendic. Yeah, Vendic.
And what was the mission here? What were you seemed to be interrogating people?
This is simply a watch post. When people travel down the roads, we make sure that they're not up to no good or working for our enemies, and make sure to try to keep the roads safe.
Adam, I'd like to do an insight check to see if she's been telling us the truth.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and throw insight. Absolutely, yeah. You are confident that she is a saint.
Very, very good of you to be upfront with us, of course. Has nothing to do with the dice rolls that I was just teasing Grim about.
I'm gonna leave my watching post and come over, and I'll say, Caliban, if it's all right, I might have a few questions to ask.
But by all means, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
So, does this post report to the castle up north?
Yes, we're an extension of that force, yes.
How often do they send convoys to come and check up on this post?
Convoys? Hardly ever, but there are riders that come by here probably once a day, once every other day. It really depends.
When was the last time you saw one?
This morning?
Okay, so we have time.
Perhaps. It's not like they're on a set schedule and they only come that time. They come at different times.
I'm gonna reach out and poke at her. Is she undead, makeup-y at all?
Give me I'm gonna say perception check.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
She gives you a very nasty frown as you poke her, but you don't get any sense of that she's not what she appears to be. She appears to be a short halfling or gnome, perhaps, spellcaster.
Why are you working with the Empire?
I'm not.
But isn't that what this post is?
No.
What is this post then?
This is in service to the Blood Kingdom.
Ah, okay. Yeah, let me see. Well, why are you working for them if you're very much alive and not ghoulish or vampire-y?
Don't have much of a choice. The vampires take over your land. You got to do what they say, right? It's that or die.
I will hold out my patch and I'll say there are people working to overthrow them, like us.
Okay.
You should use your talents for good.
I'm just an apprentice, buddy. I don't have much in the way of talents. As you saw, I kept missing over and over when I was trying to hurt you guys.
I mean, you hit me a couple times and it kind of hurt.
Grim chuckles at that. I like her.
Archie, ask her about the castle we're supposed to be going to. Maybe she can give us some information. ways in or things to look out for?
Yeah, I can do that.
good
You could
point.
just ask me directly. You're not afraid of me, are you? I mean, people should be afraid of you, not afraid of me.
Yeah, I'm just not good with people. But yeah, you tell us that. Yeah, you tell us those things.
Yeah.
It's called Orzelberg Castle. It's I don't know, maybe 15-ish miles up the road. There's it's in service, or it's controlled by a general, and I mean, I know some details. Like, what do you want to know?
What's the general's name?
General Grimslade.
Can you spell that?
Sure, I can. I'll go ahead and post it in chat for you.
And how to spell the castle. That was a weird name.
Yeah, that too.
Sure.
Castle. It's a tricky one.
Thanks, Grim.
No problem.
And is Grimslade a vampire?
No, he's a ghost knight.
Ah, I see. Can you explain to me the Ghost Knight hierarchy? As in, are these once soldiers? Oops, disregard that. Are they once? Are they once soldiers who fought for the kingdom of Krakova, who have been recruited, or are they mercenaries? What's their situation?
They're the elite fighting force of the Blood Kingdom. So before Krakova fell, they were in the Blood Kingdom, and that was the main fighting force that fought against Krakova. And as you know, the Ghouls also aided in that effort. But yeah, the Ghost Knights like the main fighting force from the Blood Kingdom.
Are there any vampires present at this castle?
I haven't been to the castle much, maybe only like twice in the last year. So I can't tell you for sure who's there. All I heard is that they were trying to capture those Spear Maidens of Hope ladies and try to do something with them. I don't know sure what, but they told us for sure don't kill them. If you find them, capture them and take them right to the castle.
Is there when the riders come through a password or a hail or something like that?
No, they're usually just dressed in the appropriate attire, and not too many people would try to fake being in this area.
Yeah, we're not too many people though.
They'll probably see all the blood on the ground anyway. I don't think you're hiding anything if they come through.
No, I was thinking if when we go to the castle though, again, I really don't want to try sieging a castle. I'm hoping we can talk our way in.
See, Archgale, this is why I don't like capturing people. They end up being useless, and now we just gotta kill her. How do you want to die, lady? Flail, bashing, strangulation, knife? What's your choice?
Whoa.
What?
Now, she's not evil, and not a vampire, not undead.
He does have
You
a
know-
point though.
I'm
She
not
just goes and tells-
useless either. I can give you some information if you promise not to kill me that might help you if you're planning to go to the castle.
We're not going to kill you.
There you go. Let's speed it up, lady. I got plate armor to put on.
Well, there's a secret tunnel that can get you into the castle.
Oh, that's good.
Where's this secret tunnel at?
There's the cave in the woods north of the castle. If you head in that area and kind of search around there a bit, you'll probably be able to find it. Any of you like woodsy types?
Yeah, I'm good
Barnaby,
at woodsy
I
stuff.
think you are.
I got survival.
Yeah, it's
So does
part
Gloria.
of this large rock formation covered with like trees and bushes and stuff.
Where does it lead to? Direct, like, does it lead to the crew quarters or the armory?
It leads into like this storage area from what I heard the villagers talking about. I've never used it myself, you see, but it leads into like this storage area, and I don't. It's got to be on the first floor. Obviously, it's a tunnel.
Ah, okay. Um, how many troops would you say estimate are stationed there?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest. If I had to guess, it's somewhere in the 50 to 100 range.
It's going to be difficult. I guess maybe we don't want to storm a castle. Okay, well, I'm content.
Content with what?
With the answers and the information.
So what do we do with her now? This is why I don't like capturing people. It confuses my brain.
Go ahead, Barnaby.
Yes, and what did you say your name was again? Miss Honesty talking?
I've got various nicknames, but my name is Kai, and sometimes I'm called Cress or Cresty.
Okay. Kai Cresty, where's some valuables in here? We need to be able to pay for some supplies. Where would we be able to find that here in the tower area?
They don't keep much in the way of valuables in here. I mean, there was supplies on the first floor, like, foodstuffs and that kind of stuff. But as far as like valuables, that's not really stored here.
So you don't have any spending accounts or anything like that in case you need to like bribe guards or anything?
Bribe? We are the guards. What do you mean bribe guards? No, we don't.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, I mean, if we need more supplies, we just tell the castle, and then they eventually send us when they get around to it.
Look, we're sympathetic with your plight, right? You didn't ask to have the vampires invade your land, so we're sympathetic, but you have to understand that it's life or death for us here. So if we see you again, or we find that if you've betrayed us, or, we're going to let you escape with your life. But if we see you again, you will not escape a second time. I'll let Grim have his way with you, and I've seen him pull the arms off of gnomes before. It's not pleasant.
Hey!
Did you kill everybody else here?
No, I think we left. One of the ballista guys ran off, if I remember.
Wow, shit. That's not good. We better get moving, guys.
Wait. Which way did he go? I don't want to go that way.
I think I saw him south. Running south.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we take her with us for a while?
I'm really slow. My legs are small. I can barely move much. I'm not very quick.
Look,
I just slow you down.
They know that gnomes are fast and dangerous. They already know this.
All she has to do is call out when we get close to that tower and we're done for. So even if we slit her throat there in the
tower. Oh, I'm not recommending we bring her with, but I don't want her making any excuses acting like gnomes aren't quick on their feet.
So we tie her up. She says the patrol comes out here every day.
They'll find her tomorrow. Agreed.
Fine.
You don't want me to tell them what happened, but you want to tie me up here and let the patrol come. What story am I supposed to give them that makes any sense of why I'm tied up here?
Say it was the Spear Maidens.
Where do you call home if you're not here at the tower?
Well, this is where I've been stationed for a long time. This has been my home. My real home's very far away, but I would probably just head to a village to the north if I can make it there.
You think it's safer for you running on your own than being safe here in the tower?
I think if I leave here and try to slip back into just the villages, then they won't find me and they won't think that I had anything to do with helping you. But I think if they come back and find me alone, tied up, and a bunch of dead bodies, they're going to either kill me or they're going to try to torture me for information.
Why don't you give us some sort of information that's worth your life, and then we'll let you go?
I just did that with the secret tunnel.
How can you slip back into society if you were forced to be a guard here? Why didn't you do that before?
I tried, but they found me. They tried to identify anybody that had any magical talent and put them to use. But ever since the first thing occurred, once Krakova fell, there was like a roundup a few years go by, and Well, it's been a while now, and I don't think it's as bad. So if I slip back into the villages and try to keep my head low, I don't think they'll find me. But it's a risk for sure. But what else can I do?
Well, what if they find us and they find out we let you go?
I'm assuming you're going to kill them all like you did everybody here.
That's what I would prefer.
Let's just leave her to her own devices. I'm not sure if it's going to help or or be useful if she tries to lie for us.
Yeah, I think so. Whatever direction we're going, we make sure she goes the other one.
If you're going to the castle, you're going northeast. I'll go northwest, up into the villages.
I still think we should tie her up.
I don't like that idea. I think we just let her go. I mean, she's an apprentice. Her shots were really weak.
She's nodding.
I don't know, Grim. Be nice. I'm gonna go look at some of the storage wares down below. Maybe we can refill some of our rations.
Don't leave me to make the decision, because I'll just...
Just let it go.
Like we said, send her on her way. We'll take her, keep her. We'll be keeping your spell components, but you better make a run for it.
That's fine with me.
Let empty out your pockets first. We want to make sure you don't have any like secret messages or anything like that. Just empty out your pockets, and then that way there we know that you don't have anything that we may want instead.
Okay, she'll put a few copper coins on the bench that she's sitting next to, like a pen knife, a couple other like minor odds and ends, nothing that's valuable in any way.
No, Barnaby, don't rob her.
I'm not robbing her. I'm checking to see if she has anything like messages or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do a pat down.
Okay, perception check. You're patting her down to see if she has anything else on her. No, nothing that you could find that seems of any interest.
Okay, you can have your stuff, guys. I'm good with letting her go. I just want to make sure she didn't have anything like hidden scrolls of documents and things that we may need.
All right, well, good luck and all. I'll be getting out of your hair.
Hold on. Are we done searching? We shouldn't let her go before we're done searching.
Well, that's a decision that was made. I'm gonna go down and check out this plate armor.
We better get out of here then.
I think the clock was ticking anyway, Glory, with that Batista operator running away.
Can I search the guy with the plate armor on him?
Sure. Give me an investigation check to see if you might find anything of particular note.
Oh, God.
No, you don't. He is wearing plate armor. He had a great sword. He had a heavy crossbow. He had a case of 20 quarrels. But other than that, probably a small amount of gold. We'll say 5 gold pieces on him. Other than that, nothing of value.
He's the leader, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take the plate armor if I can. It might take 10 minutes.
Which of us do you think the plate armor would look better on? Is it better with my eyes that the plate armor would look good?
Did you want plate armor?
One day we'll work towards it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
It's good. It's all good. You've been talking about it. We're just teasing.
Well, yeah, just because I've been talking about it doesn't mean I'm not the best person to have it. But I'm gonna grab it anyway.
All good. We got a couple tanks up front.
All right, so it's 5 minutes to take it off of him, and then 10 minutes to equip yourself. And I'm assuming you're wearing your own heavy armor right now, so it'd be another 5 minutes to take your armor off. So it's gonna be 20 minutes to do a full armor swap.
I'll just grab it.
All right, so you're not equipping it, you're just grabbing it and throwing it in your inventory?
Yeah, correct.
All right, it is 65 pounds, so it's pretty chunky.
Yep, I already have a half plate in here too. So let me add it and see what happens.
While he's doing all of that, can I search the storeroom?
Yes, you're going to find a variety of storage items. So think of this as being like rations, water skins. There's a lot of rope. There's torches. Basically, if there's something that is minor, odds and ends wise, that you're looking for, you might find it here, but nothing that seems, special or unique or like particularly grabs your eye.
I just want to replenish our rations.
You can easily do that up to, I would say, in storage here, you're probably going to find about 40 rations.
Okay. Who's in charge of the bag of holding? Or is that defaulted back?
Oh, well, I had it last week, but now that we have a new friend, we can assign it to him.
Oh, we need to like formally introduce ourselves to him as well. But go ahead, whoever's in charge of that, I want to add 40 rations to the bag of holding.
I'll add them in. Yep, no worries.
Does anybody need any rope or anything else?
We should take the rope, being that I don't think anybody had it because we were.
Yeah.
Oh, add it to the holding, or somebody want to put it on their character sheet.
I'll take a rope on my inventory.
Okay. Good.
A little bit of housekeeping too, Kelly. I don't know, I do have half plate, but it doesn't help me at all because it's a dex mod for half plate.
As far as could I use it? You're wondering.
Yes.
That's a good question. What am I walking around with? I'm walking around with chainmail. I don't know the difference.
I think chain is 16 base.
Chainmail is 16, and it's nothing else. But if you want half plate, it's 15 plus your dex mod.
Ooh, wait a second. Is that a heavy armor technically, or is that still medium armor?
Half plate is medium armor.
I can wear that actually.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Might as well, because my dex mod's 0, so it doesn't help me at all.
All right, there you go, Archgale. Found this half plate for you. It's off the other dead guy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and I'll take it off my sheet.
You said ability added is dex?
If you just drag it from the compendium to your sheet, it should auto set it for you.
Okay, gotcha. I'll try it. Where can I find the compendium really quickly?
The compendium is that book icon in the top right of Roll20.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm assuming you're just taking care of some odds and ends bookkeeping stuff, but let me know if there's anything else specific you're doing or when you guys are ready to move on.
Adam, can someone search that other leader of the whole thing with disadvantage?
You're talking about the knight guy?
Yeah.
If somebody else wants to try searching him, sure. Again, keep in mind it's a body. So, the odds of finding something that someone didn't find is pretty low. It would only be if something's particularly tucked away or secreted, that kind of thing, which is pretty rare. But yeah, if somebody wants to give it a shot at disadvantage, they can.
He's in his underwear now, and I'm not checking the other orifices.
All right, so Lod, you take some time to search this person as well, kind of looking up and down. I will say the one thing that sticks out to you a little bit is you will notice that through the hair, as you kind of are pulling this person's hair and spreading it with your fingers, that kind of thing, you will notice that there is this strange tattoo embedded in their head, basically in their skull. You assume that they must have got this when they were bald at some point and then regrew their hair.
Is it like a symbol or anything that I would recognize?
Yes, it's a symbol for sure. As far as if you recognize it, because you're a brand new character, we don't know exactly, some of the things you've been doing recently. I'll say, go ahead and give me a history check. You don't recognize this one.
Weird symbol on this guy. Oh well.
Grim, you got your armor? We better get out of here.
It's in my bag. Let's go.
All right, so you guys' plan is to leave this area and then make your way northeast towards the castle?
I believe so.
The general plan is we were supposed to meet the shield maidens outside the castle. Now we know there's a secret entrance, so we're looking for them and then directing them, come with us to the secret entrance, hopefully.
All right, so you guys... oh, yeah, go ahead, Archgale.
And they might be expecting us.
Really quick, I tried to drag the item from the compendium, and I get an error that says the game has blocked compendiums. Talk to your GM.
Well, that's not good. Let me take a look at your sheet.
Is your sheet punched out or is it not?
It is punched out.
So if it's punched out, it won't add to from the compendium. You have to delete it, don't have it punched out, and then just open it again, and then it should go.
Yep, thanks for that reminder. I just remembered that as well, yep.
So where do I drag the item? Just onto the screen?
Yeah,
Anywhere
just
on your
the
character sheet. Like right when you start dragging, your sheet should like have a little thing that says like accepting drop or something like that.
I just drag and drop it from the compendium anywhere in my sheet, and it loads.
And sometimes I do get that message, and even after the message, it still actually works.
All right, moment. Okay, I'm gonna figure that out. We can go ahead and continue on though.
Well, the one guy got away, so and he saw me with you guys, so I'm coming with you guys.
All right. What's your name?
It's Leonard, but everybody calls me Lod.
I think that'd be a good idea. You seem to be able to, stand up to a lot of arrows and things like that. Well, you could be lucky.
Yeah, I like to think so. As he pulls an arrow out of his gut, as he got shot with like 40 of them at the beginning.
You're like a pincushion.
He did absorb a lot of damage. It was right remarkable.
The extra padding helps sometimes.
All right, guys, so I'm going to assume you have exited this watch point and you're making your way now up towards Orzelberg Castle. So as a reminder, the Mage Apprentice told you that this was approximately 15 miles or something like that from the watch point to the castle. So you begin walking. It's still relatively early in the morning. Think of it as being like 10 a.m. And you're making your way northeast towards the castle. After you walk for about 2 hours, you will see off in the distance now 2 figures standing in the road, and you're pretty sure you know who those figures are.
It's Olga.
I'd like to know why the Blood Court wants them alive so badly. If they were just a thorn in the side, wouldn't they just want them dead? That tripped us up.
I think that'd be good to tell them.
All right, assuming you guys continue following that path, you eventually find yourself in the midst of the 2 sisters once again. You will see them kind of watching you as you approach, each one just kind of looking at you, and you get the impression that they're sort of like waiting for you to speak.
Hi, ladies. We did it. Took over the castle. I found this plate armor. I'm gonna go slip it on real quick while you guys catch up. I'll be over in the woods somewhere.
I'm not sure what you expected out of us, but we cleared out that tower. Hopefully that proves ourselves to you.
You will notice that the shorter of the 2, Sister Dorotka, will kind of look at you just sternly for a moment, and she will say, "Yes, that is sufficient. We can continue on our stated goal."
One question though, sister. Things went a little bad for us because, well, we told them we were hunting you and had just killed some sisters, and that tripped us up because we discovered that there's some very strict orders not to kill you. That for whatever reason, the Bloodlords want you alive. Why would that be?
Probably to torture and try to get information from our order. It's the only thing that I could think of. And you say she'll turn towards the other sister, and you'll see Sister Olga looks back and she says, "Yes, that does seem most likely."
Can I insight check that? That doesn't sound right.
Sure. Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay, let's.
Seems honest
Aren't
to
we
you.
all?
I suppose. Bit of good news. We were able to get some information about maybe an easier way into the castle, if that's our next objective.
Oh, do tell.
Archgill, I think you got the information, didn't you?
Archgale isn't there. He's also changing.
They said there was a secret entrance to the woods in the north.
Oh yeah, and we got a new friend.
Oh, hi.
You'll see the two sisters sort of look towards you, Laud. Again, you don't get much of a sense of them reacting in much way, but you will see, again, you haven't seen them like nod or do anything that is sort of typical kind of body language. They just kind of pause for a moment and then seem to speak. It seems to be kind of a typical way that they communicate. And you'll see Sister Dorotka says, "Okay, you have a new friend. Well, all the help we can get to get in there. I'm assuming that you're fighting on the side of against the Blood Kingdom then, little one?"
Oh yeah, definitely don't like the Blood Kingdom.
They seem to shoot him quite a number of times. It was kind of impressive.
You'll pat his stomach. Yeah, right here.
I see. Well, just so you know, you're stepping into the lion's den, as it were. It's going to be very dangerous inside.
Sounds fun.
Can we take just a short break and discuss the plan?
I suggest we do just that, yes. We still have a few hours travel before we get to the castle. If this secret entrance that you're referring to is more optimal, then perhaps we look at that. I hadn't looked forward to just attacking the front gate.
Plus, we need our other two friends to finish whatever they're doing in the woods. You guys okay in there?
They're getting undressed.
It's a little tight around the chest.
I don't think that's your chest. That seems lower. So we rest. Can we rest here just before we head out? They need to get their armor suited, and it was a bit of a fight there. We just wanted to get away from the building. So if we could just have a short break here, maybe a quick bite.
We can. You'll see the two sisters sort of walk off into the woods off of the beaten road here.
That's wise. Yeah, let's get off the road. Hoping we can do a short rest.
If you're willing to spend an hour here, you'd be able to, yeah.
If we are going to start short resting, I will go ahead and start casting a ritual. To cast Leomold's Tiny Hut, which basically is a place that we can safely rest if I have at least 11 minutes to cast it as a ritual.
All right, so I assume your intention then is to ask everybody to gather up so they fit within that 10-foot emanation as you're ritually casting?
Yes.
All
We're
right.
a pretty big group. Can we all fit in 10 feet?
So 10-foot emanation, it's like 10 by 10 by 10, right? So what does that give you? I would say you could comfortably fit 8 people inside. Other than that, you're kind of like stacking on top of each other.
I guess a few of them are smaller. Put Barnaby on Laud's shoulders or something.
I don't think we need to go that far, but I think I can find room in here. I'm good.
All right, guys, we will assume this hour has passed by and your short rest is complete. Feel free to apply a short rest.
So I have a couple of features that I can apply at the end of a short rest. One of which is I can grant proficiency up to my proficiency heroic inspiration. So that's 3 people. So I'll give that to. I already have one. So I think are there 3 of us that don't have heroic inspiration right now?
I don't have it.
All right, so you can grab one, and I don't think Glory has it.
I have inspiration.
Okay. Graham already got mine. I think maybe everybody, if you don't have it, just grab it, because I have one, and I know Archgale already has one, and so
Do we? How about Runok?
Runok, yep.
Yeah, so we throw that on him, and then we'll say everybody but Runok also gets 10 temp HP.
We could give it to Runok. I already have 11.
Okay, then sure, everybody besides Caliban gets 10 temp HP.
Hey, awesome. Thank you. Hey, nice song.
Nice.
I don't know if it was a song. What was it?
Yeah, I guess it would be a song. Okay,
all right. Since Runok has survived and we're out of the thick of things, who would like to control Runok for the rest of the session?
I've done it twice before, so I'll nominate someone else.
If nobody wants to, I'll happily do it. But yeah, usually it's better for you guys to do it. So success or failure is more in your own hands.
I would say maybe Bill or James. He seems to sort of, be that midfielder, and is your friend. So if you kill his character,
I will go ahead and do it, and that way there he can guard my ass.
Sounds good.
Appreciate that, Bill. I'll go ahead and give you access to Runok's character sheet. You'll see that popping up on the side there for you in just a moment.
I have never had a slave before, but if I'm going to have one, it might as well be a halfling. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I think halflings are still bigger than gnomes.
They are not. I have checked.
Okay, I'll leave it to the pro.
I did actually check. I was kind of surprised on how big gnomes are. I mean, they're like 4 feet or something like that here. Yeah.
All right, we got the little song here, so Laud will bring out his lute and go, vow to be brave, to stand and to fight, for legends are born in the heart of the night. With Laud as our guide, we'll never fall low. Our story's just started, the world will know.
Well, that's catchy.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at them.
I mean, this short rest was great. I got time to put on this new armor. I think we should try to find this little cave that we heard about and maybe take a longer rest.
You will see the sisters looking back and forth at one another, and then one of them will look towards you and she will say, I want to remind you that our fellow sisters are in captivity, potentially being tortured right at this moment. Taking a longer rest would delay our rescuing them.
Well, I think your mission of having us destroy that outpost was quite the delay enough.
What did that take you? Less than 30 minutes?
Well, still, it puts a strain on me.
How you choose to use your limited resources is up to you, but delaying before we rescue our sisters is not acceptable.
We'll
I
be
think we
good to
got this,
go.
guys. I'm still fit.
I'm ready.
If we are all ready, then let us go. Let us try to find this secret entrance you've learned about.
I'm ready. Me too.
All right, Caliban, you'll notice Neva looks towards you and she kind of motions for you to approach her over on the side.
I'll head over. Laud's song was really good. Maybe the two of you can do like a duet tonight at dinners. That would be great.
I'm usually a solo act.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but what I was going to say is that the group's getting pretty big, and well, I know that there's this village close by here. In fact, it's a village in the shadow of the castle. How about I'm going to sneak over there and see if I can't gather any information for you. Maybe I can learn something of value while you guys are searching for that cave entrance. If the timing works out, I'll come out there and meet you. Otherwise, once everything hopefully goes well in the castle, you'll stop by the village.
Can I insight check that?
What for?
Sounds a little fishy to Caliban.
Just that you think she's lying, but not any specific reason or why?
Timing seems odd to Caliban. Yeah, so I'll do a bit more to earn it, maybe. I don't know, Neva. It's pretty dangerous out here, and I don't know if a stranger going into the village. We're trying to surprise them. So I think we should stick together on this one.
We could. It just seems like there's so many people in the group. I'm worried that, with this many people, we're going to be easily to be spotted. Do you not? You don't even know much about the secret entrance, right? I mean, I don't know. It just seems risky.
All the more reason why you should join us. If you would have been there the last time, right? You may have saved one of us.
Just to clarify, she did pull him over. It's a great point, but she did pull him over to the side, and they're speaking just between the two of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Neva, there's safety in numbers. We're losing one more. We're still going to be a party of 10. One less is not going to make us any less conspicuous. I think it's safest we all stay together and we go into the castle together. Besides, this is when the story will be. You should have saw us in there. We were quite something, going up those stairs, fighting, and one guy tried to throw me off, and I tried to throw him off. It was something. You'll write a great song about it, I'm sure.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check here, Caliban. You'll see she kind of gets a little bit sullen for a moment, and then she says, "To be honest, it's something with those sisters that doesn't have me sitting right. They make me feel all nervous, like they're not reacting like normal people do. I don't know. Something about them is off. I don't feel comfortable around them."
You're right. I can see that, actually. I didn't like their answer for why the Blood Kingdom wants them alive. I agree, but still, there's this saying that the dwarves used to tell me, something about friends and enemies. Anyway, I think we're supposed to keep them close. That's you and I. We'll stay close and we'll keep an eye on them.
Okay, if that's what you think is best. I'm a bit worried. I'm going to keep my eyes on them.
Good. If they do something odd, you signal me.
I'll try, but if we're inside of an enemy castle and they do something odd, I'm afraid we're not going to have much of a chance getting away, but I'll do what I can.
Sounds good. And we'll go back to the group.
And the rest of you guys will probably notice, as she's returning, Neva's kind of like looking at the ground, kicking rocks, looks a little bit despondent.
What'd you say, Caliban? You made her look all frowny.
Oh, nothing. She was just feeling Lod's song was so good, and you guys were all raving about it, and she was just feeling a little sad about that. So tonight, just make sure everybody tells her like her song was really good.
Yeah, other bards usually get pretty upset about how good I am.
Well, maybe you can show her something on the lute tonight. After, of course, we free the sisters. Onward?
All right, sounds like you guys are going to head to where you believe the secret entrance to be. So you guys managed to walk and basically take a wide berth around the castle to ensure that you're not spotted and find yourself in the general vicinity of where this tip came in. And then you're essentially searching around to see if you can find this secret entrance. So what I need is somebody to take the lead on this to make a survival check.
All right, so I think someone has a higher survival than me, but I am proficient.
I'm at a 4.
Oh, I'm at +1.
Yeah, and whoever's gonna take the lead on this, I'm gonna grant them bardic inspiration.
And I will cast
Barnaby.
guidance on them.
Barnaby, you have survival that's +5. Well, some of us has a +5. One of us does.
I have a +5 in it, but I'm not proficient.
We need proficiency, so
none of us small folks seem to be very proficient in surviving. Maybe more in the city, I guess. I don't know.
was it Zach that had it then? Okay.
For nature? No.
No, you said survival.
He might have. I have half proficiency in it as a bard because you get half proficiency in everything.
Well, I got a +4.
I'm proficient, but don't have a very good wisdom.
Okay. Hey, Glory, I'll help you out. Okay, buddy.
All right.
So I'm hearing Glory's taking the check, and then you're granting advantage because you are also proficient, and then you also have a bardic inspiration die if you wish to burn it. So Glory, go ahead and throw a survival check at advantage. DC was 15, so you make it on the dot there. Also, go ahead and throw me a 1d4 here, Glory.
Low.
How's that?
Takes you only 1 hour in searching this strange cave and sort of forest system. You find this large rock formation covered with various trees and bushes, and you can see that there is indeed an opening that goes into the cave wall. Certainly looks like a cave system inside.
Wow, look at that, Glory. I guess not killing her was a good thing after all. Weird.
I would have bet she was lying to us. I'm actually kind of surprised.
I was not. I rolled really well. She definitely was telling us the truth.
It took an hour, so that bardic inspiration would wear off, by the way, because it lasts only an hour.
Okay, good note.
Let's be quiet. Sneak up.
All right, so
surprise.
Sounds like you guys are ready to enter. We are halfway through our session, guys, so let's go ahead and pause, take our 15-minute break, and we'll come back on the other side.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, we're on the second part of our session here. Team, you guys have just found this cavern entrance into the back side of where the castle is, and supposedly this leads to a secret tunnel within Castle Orzelberg. As you guys push into the cavern entrance itself, you get a strong scent here of wild animals and rotten meat. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over.
Before we go in, I'd say if you're trying to be sneaky, I probably shouldn't be in the front. So we can rearrange order, but just let everyone know. I think Glory for sure.
If it is pitch black, then I would cast light on myself, and unless we're trying to sneak, and then I would like grab onto somebody's like arm and just blindly follow them along. Because I cannot see anything.
I assume that's because it's dark.
Yep, same here.
It is indeed pitch black inside the cave.
Hey, funny round man, I got you.
Okay. I mean, if we're trying to sneak in, then I'll just hold his arm and, take a step with him. Basically, I can't see anything.
I don't think does Runok have dark vision as well?
Well, he's a ghoul, so I would think so.
I'm actually looking. Yeah, he has dark vision.
Yeah, I think it's
60
just
feet.
me and Archgale who can't see in the dark.
Okay. And then I'll grab on to Laud then. And we'll make like a train.
Cool.
Oh, because Barnaby, do you not have dark vision either?
I can see in the dark.
Oh, you're pretty sneaky. Why don't you go up front with Glory? All this armor. The boys have their new armor. We're clinking and clanking. We should probably hang back a bit.
Well, I can go up front. I'm not really all that sneak. What are you assuming gnomes are? Is this a slight on us gnomes?
No, you're just not wearing any clinky clanky armor.
You guys are making a
Oh,
lot of chatter.
Oops.
As Barnaby walks forward with his chain shirt on.
Oh, he has a chain shirt? Oh, no.
All right, you'll notice the sisters and Neva huddling close to the entrance where there's a little bit of light coming in from the side here, and they're all kind of like looking in your direction. You get the impression none of them can see in the dark either, and they're kind of waiting for you guys to move on in.
Oh, this might not work with this many of us that can't see. Maybe I should just light it up.
Yeah, me too. I think might as well.
Let me go ahead if you're going to do that. Let me go a little bit ahead.
Okay. I'll wait then.
All right, as you're making your way down here, Glory, you're going to notice to your west there. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put the indicator, but north is up on this map. To your west, there is a ledge, and you can see past this ledge a little bit, but then you can't see further just because of the height of the ledge. But yeah, that is definitely ascends and goes that way.
I'll try to give hand signals back to Barnaby.
In Gnomish?
In hand signal.
In hand signal.
what? He wants a taco salad. I don't know what he means.
You know, Loud, I never understood taco salad. Like, is it really a salad? You know? What do these bones look like, Adam?
The ones that you're closest to, throw me a medicine check.
Oh, yeah.
They look like bones.
Bones over here.
Yeah, there sure is.
Keep up, ladies.
All right, with light now in existence, yes, the three of them will make their way in. Obviously, I'm grouping them together just to make it a little bit easier on me, but you don't get the impression that they're particularly chummy with one another at all.
With each other or with Neva?
With Neva, yeah, the two groups, if you want to think of it that way, the two factions, the sisters and the Neva being separate factions, they don't seem like they're friendly with one another. They're not like angry, but they're definitely at a distance and, keeping to themselves as opposed to being right next to each other.
Got it.
All right, as you make your
Is
way
this
around. Yeah, go ahead, Lod.
I was gonna ask, is this water like standing water, or is this like a creek or a river type thing that's flowing?
If it's flowing, it's not flowing fast enough for you to detect.
Okay.
As you make your way around that bend, similarly, Glory, you'll notice that there's another ledge here. You can see a little bit of the ledge, but not all the way into the back of the ledge. Other than that, you see it looks like it kind of dead ends here.
Speaking of, I'm going to look up. What does it look like above us? How high and...
It changes for depending on where you're at. So somewhere between 15 feet all the way in certain areas, it's more like 25, 30 feet high. You can see stalactites in some areas. There's a lot of nooks and crannies in this cave where things could be hiding, but you don't see anything obvious.
Sorry, I missed this. When we were looking at the pile of bones, what were they? Were they like
They're
animals
bones.
or were they people? Okay.
They're
I mean,
bones.
Per
and
Grim,
they
they're
look like
bones.
stripped clean, or like, like the kind of the remains or droppings of like a creature that might be living in this lair.
You can make another check at disadvantage. So go ahead and throw me a medicine check at disadvantage as you're sort of trying to determine the same thing Grim just tried to determine.
Okay, sorry, wasn't listening.
That's okay. Yeah, you don't see anything other than piles of bones here. You're not really sure what type of bones they are. You can't really say how they got here.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around on the ground, maybe in front of Grim since we haven't gone this way yet. And I'm gonna look for footprints of any kind, creature or people.
Sure, you can make a survival check. I will say, however, that you're walking on a rock ground foundation here, so you don't see that there's a lot of places where footprints would be left. So it'd be pretty difficult to find passages, signs of passage, but you can certainly check.
Okay, you said survival?
Mm-hmm. Yep, survival.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it's a rock ground, so yeah, you don't see much.
Can I climb up on the sledge?
You can, yeah. It looks like it's not too difficult outside of combat. I'll just go ahead and put you up there. In combat, it would be a bit of a check. So as you climb up, I'll move you one more space. So this is like one-sided dynamic lighting, just so you can get an idea of what you see up there.
Is there another ledge I can climb up?
There is not. So you're facing the wall here. So you've climbed up this ledge, and it looks like it just dead ends.
Nothing this way.
You wish to climb back down then, Glory?
I'll climb back down.
All right, I'll scoot you on that side of it. You should be able to move freely now.
Do I see any fish in the water?
Give me a perception check, Archgale. You bring your light closer to the water and see if you see any fish. You do, actually. You spot a couple of different fish kind of darting back and forth. They seem to be trying to avoid the light. The one that you see, it almost looks a little bit translucent. Not, it's not see-through, but it has a little bit of that kind of feel to it when you look at it. Are you proficient in nature?
I am not, no.
So it's odd to you, but nothing like immediately strikes your mind.
Well, I guess we could go fishing.
I'd like to climb up this ledge.
All right, similarly as before, outside of combat, you're able to do that without issue. So you managed to climb up. I'm going to scoot you over one more just so you're past the dynamic lighting line.
Okay, I will motion to the others that it continues this way.
Great. I'm going to climb up too.
All right, you make your way to the side. You climb up.
I'm going to climb up too.
Thank you, Adam.
All right, so those of you guys that are climbing up, I'm going to go ahead and just scoot you to the spot past the line so you have more visibility. It looks like everybody's climbing up, so I'm going to move everybody. I don't see anybody standing back. So similarly, you're going to notice another ledge here. And again, you can see part of it. You can't see what's back there. But yeah, so far it's relatively quiet.
I'm going to climb this ledge, Adam.
All right, you take a moment to climb up that ledge.
I'll let you drive. Thank you. What's in the corner here?
It looks like almost like a collapsed tunnel to your eyes.
I'll tell it down. Some of you smart guys need to get up here. There's like a collapsed tunnel or something.
Just gonna scooch by you here. Wow, you're really rotund.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna climb up the ledge to where Grim is.
All right, you
Barnaby.
climb up as well.
You see it, Archie? It's right there.
Can I tell if if this was natural or if this was on purpose?
Give me a
Like if
survival
there's
check.
okay.
Hard to tell, Archgale. You can see it doesn't go very far. You're not sure how wide it was at one time. There's not clear evidence that this was done intentionally. It could be natural. You're not sure.
Well, looks normal to me, Grim. It's a cave.
What was there stuff around? Look around. I kick some dirt. Like, I don't know. Look in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you might find some cool thing. They covered it for a reason.
I stare at the. I stare inwards. Do I see anything?
You do not. No, it narrows down
Okay.
pretty quickly there, and you can't see much other than dirt and rubble.
Grim, it's just a collapse. I don't know what you want me to look for.
All right, fine. Thought it was something cool.
And I'll climb back down.
All right, climb back down.
How tall is the ceiling in this?
This is getting more narrow here, Glory, so probably only about 12 feet up.
I am having some jelly.
Flashbacks?
Jelly flashbacks. I'm going to scour the ceiling. I'm going to actually put light on myself and scour the ceiling.
And it's by scour, I just assume you mean visually scour, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you cast
Look
the light
meanly
spell.
at it.
Scowling. All right, so
Scourly.
you look around the ceiling here for anything off. You don't see anything obvious, but go ahead and throw a perception check there, Glory. Yeah, you're pretty sure it's clean. Like you're seeing the same sights you saw in the other areas. You know, little stalactites here and there, dips and changes in the surface, but nothing that looks dangerous or out of the ordinary.
All right, I draw my halberd and I point it ahead as I walk.
Okay. Like straight out in front of you, essentially what you mean.
Yes, so if there's
Okay.
something that's translucent that I just don't pick up, it should poke at it.
All right, Laud has eliminated himself from existence. One moment.
Yeah, only Adam's
Advantage
allowed to do that.
He was so rotund he collapsed into a black hole.
Imploded, yep. All right, you should be back on screen there, Laud.
Okay, thanks.
I will climb back down since it seems like we're going then.
All right, you climb back down.
I'm going to take these stairs.
All right, I'm going to lock the tokens momentarily. As you're making your way down here, Runok, actually, you are able to hear the sound of deep breathing. It sounds like this deep inhalation of air and then a... And it seems to go on for a while, giving you the impression that there is something large in here.
Shh. Hey. I think something's breathing. Something big.
Besides Grim?
Glory, come here. I think something's down there. Could be a dragon or something. I don't know.
Well, what did it sound like?
It sounded like it was either grumbling or it sounded like it was like snoring really loud or something. I don't know. Heavy breathing. And I don't want my Master Barnaby to get hurt.
Is that right?
Let's go tell the others. I mean, I'm okay with going down there and continuing on, but we just need to be ready.
I agree. Good idea.
I'll go tell the others.
So Runak is going to come over here and he's going to tell the other folks that he's pretty sure he heard a very large creature breathing, be it a giant bear or dragon or something strange coming from the earth. He's not quite sure, but he is going to suggest that if we go down there, just to be prepared.
Well, it's good to know, because if it breathes, we can kill it.
Yep. All right. Maybe we stay on against the wall as we go down.
Do we want to do this silently? Or do we want to throw torches in the room?
Oh, I have a feeling that we probably, at our group our size, won't be very silent, but we can always try.
Well, I'm a fan of. I got a spear. I can light it up and just toss it.
Hey, Adam, is Barnaby able to make anything out? If you want to take a look at what he's seeing.
I can see what you're seeing. There's definitely something way down there, but you can't make much of it out. I would say it looks like a big shadowy form to you.
Yeah, I see it too. Or I don't know what I see, but I see something.
All right, Barnaby's going to go ahead and point at it. He's going to, if anyone sees Barnaby pointing, he's pointing in what would be the southeast corner.
So are you feeling lucky?
Okay, Adam, if I feel I know what this. I feel I see this pretty good.
As you make your way down to that next layer, yes, you can make a bit more out of it. You can see this large bear-like creature that is covered in feathers, seems to be sitting in like a not a collapse, but a prone position, you might say.
And do I recognize what this is?
I don't know if you have ever seen one of these before. Throw me an Arcana check. You may have heard stories of something known as an owl bear, and that certainly lines up to what you would expect based on those stories.
I've heard stories of a beast like this. They called it an owl bear. Dangerous beast.
All right, as you guys are inching forward and not taking too many steps to be super quiet, I'm going to make a couple of checks here. Okay, I'm going to keep you guys in initiative order as you have been detected. I'm going to go ahead and throw us, or I should say I'm going to keep you guys locked. I'm going to go ahead and throw us in initiative order. Whoop, whoop. Okay, ignore that. It looks like the scripts broke again. One moment. Gonna have to reset the sandbox to fix that. All right, so as I'm resetting that, again, you're seeing what you're seeing to the southeast. You also are able to spot what looks like a large smudge of blood there in the more center of the room. Towards the south part of the room, you can see a passage. And then, of course, over in this area, you can see another elevated ledge where you can see part of it, but not the whole thing. All right, resetting the sandbox here. This will just take 1 moment, and then once it's refreshed, I'll go ahead and repost our initiative. Is there anything else on the map while we're waiting that is not clear, or is there any questions that anybody has? All right, hearing nothing, let's go ahead and restart this. This should work appropriately now. Well, I say should, but it looks like it is not working. 1 moment. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just do it this way? Let me open the initiative track. Let me see if that's running. Okay, let me try this one more time. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have you guys just do this manually. Yeah, does not seem to be working. So please select your token and then use your character sheet to roll your initiative manually. And go ahead and get that in the initiative order. Doing a real quick refresh of my browser. Maybe that's the issue. All right, taking a look, see if we've got everybody here. Looks like we've got most people. No, looks like it was not the refresh. Okay, I'm going to have to just do some quick manual adds of the other tokens here.
Was that a plural, Adam?
Yeah, of course. There's, Spear Maiden and Neva.
Nice.
All right, and I think we've got a couple of people with alert, right? So if there's someone that you want to switch with, feel free to do the volunteer.
I'm gonna offer mine to Glory.
I'll take it.
Okay, you will have 18.
Thank you. You have 12.
Okay, got it.
All right, Lot, I thought you had it as well. Are you offering or are you good?
I do not have it. I have Lucky and Musician, I believe.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right. Okay, so just the one of us.
Musician expiring later.
All right, so we will move to the top of the round. It looks like Grim has one initiative. Let me unlock the tokens and I'll change our music up. But Grim, go ahead and take your turn.
All right. There's rumbling ahead. Girls, get ready. There's rumbling ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Uh-huh.
And I'm assuming, because I didn't see your token move totally, you went down the stairs, or did you just walk right off the edge? Okay, you went down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to do the hold my action to attack an enemy that comes within range.
All right, you ready your action to attack an enemy that comes within range? Laud.
All right, run forward, hearing that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't really see any directions to go. Should I be able to? Or maybe I need a lighting.
So, yes, you've gone out to an area with no light.
Okay. Sorry, I had it on, but when I deleted it, it went away, so I was confused. The light was coming from Marshall's character. All right, so 30 will get me there. And I will hold my action to, I see something that's threatening. I will true strike it with my crossbow. That's it.
So can you currently see anything that's threatening?
Not from here. I can just see my party members.
Got it. Okay, so if you see something enter your range. Got it. Okay, Glory, your turn.
Yep.
Bonus action, rage, action, dodge. I'm going to move to there in my turn.
All right, Caliban.
Caliban's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Keyboard not working. 25, 30 to there. And cast Blade Ward. And my turn.
All right, Barnaby.
Barnaby is also going to cast Blade Ward in just a second. He's going to go there, and he's going to cast Blade Ward as well.
All right, Neva will move up a bit. Archgale.
All right. 5, 10, 15. Can I go straight through that, or do I need to move up diagonally?
You can't move through the rock wall, no.
Okay, so 15.
You start to hear from behind you, "Oh, we're in the dark!"
Oh. Okay. 25, 30. Hurry up, come on. And I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. All right, the sisters both move. All right, Glory, you're going to notice, you maybe suddenly hear it now. You hadn't heard it before when they were trying to tell you what this was, but this loud sound suddenly has like a shudder of a breath intake. You realize it's not coming from the southeast. Instead, it's coming from the ledge to your southwest. And from that ledge, a large creature will climb over the ledge. As it gets to here, it is going to let out a screech.
Can I reactive strike this?
You can, yep. 22 will hit.
+2, 18 points.
All right, I'll add that extra 2.
Because of the rage.
Yep. So your blade will strike in, cutting into the creature. It is then going to give off this screech. All right, so I'm going to need everybody that is within 30 feet. And because this is a sound-based effect, it is going to echo, go out through walls, that sort of thing. So this is going to be everybody in this vicinity, so not Archgale or the folks behind him. I'm going to need you all to make Constitution saving throws, DC 15. On a success, you will take half damage. On a failure, you're going to take 17 of thunder and have the incapacitated condition until the end of your next turn.
Would I take the reaction before or after my saving throw here?
You could take it before. Yeah, because you would see him coming.
16?
16 is going to miss.
Okay.
I'm going
8
to use
damage on a save, is that right?
8 damage if you succeeded, correct.
I know I don't need to call this out, but I'm definitely using inspiration if I fail this.
I'm using inspiration because I did fail it.
Whew.
Adam, you said it's half damage on a failed.
Correct.
Yep. I mean, on a success. On a success.
Half damage. Yes. All right. So looking at saves, it looks like everybody made it using inspiration. So everybody should just have taken the half damage if you were in that area of effect. All right. Then there will be some movement from this side. And as a reminder, if you took damage, which everybody should have there, and you were concentrating, make sure you make your save to see if you're still concentrating.
No, but if you took damage on concentration that was temporary HP, that's not really the same thing, right?
You still have to make a Constitution saving throw, even if it's on temp HP.
Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and roll in that. I get advantage anyway, so.
All right, as this creature moves up, it's going to take 2 attacks against Glory. This will be with flank as well. All right, so it's going to be a 22 and a 12. So the 22 will connect. That's going to be 8 slashing damage to Glory. Okay, Runok.
All right, Runok is going to go ahead and he's also going to cast Blade Ward. And then he's going to just kind of move up here so he can get a better look of what's going on. And that'll end his turn, and I'll go ahead and cast it on him so he gets the concentration thing in a second.
All right, Grim.
Okay. I don't like that my friend's in the flank. So I'm going to move here. And I'm going to swing out at the huge owlbear.
Okay. That'll certainly hit.
Nice.
What?
Okay, so go ahead and post crit damage, and then the next attack will be made at advantage.
All right. I'm not going to use Savage Attacker, because since I have advantage on the next one, I'll use it then.
All right, you've hit it for 13 points of damage.
Okay, and I needed to make a shield bash save. I'm going to try to push it out of the flank. So I'm pushing it 5 feet.
Is there any size limitation on that ability?
No, there really isn't. I think we've gone through this. Let me double check. Attack you 5 feet, melee weapon. You may immediately bash a target with your shield if it's equipped, forcing the target to make saving throw. Nope, no size benefit.
All right, and that is coming from Shield Master?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you said strength saving throw?
Yep, 16.
Okay, you said you were pushing it backwards?
Yeah, get out of the flank.
You do indeed manage to push it backwards a bit.
Okay, and then I'm going to step up and do second attack with advantage.
Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
Now I'll use Savage.
All right, your flail smashes into the big bird.
Okay, and then that will end my turn.
All right, Laud.
All right, Laud will take out his lute, start singing. Take a moment, stop and stall, watch the world slow one and all. We'll cast slow. Which is a DC 16 saving throw on wisdom.
Wisdom. All right. So the big one will actually the big one will succeed. And the little one will as well.
Okay, so can I use a reaction to use my cutting words to make the big one make a like an additional roll on that?
Post that text for me.
Yep.
So this says succeeds on an ability check or attack roll. I don't see anything about saving throw.
Oh, yep, you're right. Sorry, I misread that. Okay, can't do that then. So, all right, I guess that's my turn.
All right, we'll move to Glory.
All right, I'll attack the big one.
That will miss. That one will connect.
+2, 17.
Wounding the creature again.
Polearm strike.
That will miss as you get caught up in its feathers.
I'm going to move there.
All right, as you step away from the littler one, it is going to take an opportunity attack against you. 18. Looks like that's going to hit. That'll be 8 more damage to our barbarian. All right, Caliban.
I think we can squeeze in here. Caliban, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Form a line, and we'll attack the smaller one.
Okay. Nice, that'll hit.
Nice.
Again, we're losing my
On
there
the
it is.
top.
Make sure
Yeah.
your token's selected.
Had to double select the token there to get it to come up. Yep. Great hit. There we go. And this is a slashing.
All right, crit plus a bleed effect. Go ahead and click your crit damage there. All right, a mighty slash on the bird, wounding it.
And I'll do that again. I mean, I'll crit again. No, I
That
won't.
will connect, though.
Oh, all right. I'll take it.
Wounding it a second time.
All right. I'll end my turn.
All right, Barnaby.
Hey, Adam, is there enough space in between heading north to go around this owl bear, the smaller one?
For a small creature, yes.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go there, and then I am going to attack it.
Okay. Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
Okay, I'm also going to add my free divine smite on that as well.
Okay. All right, that strikes true, wounding the owlbear.
And that'll end my turn.
All right, on Neva's turn, she's going to come around the corner, kind of peek down, but a little bit tight up there. Archgale.
All right. Now I can move. Move there. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oof. Okay. I'll target the smaller one, and I'm gonna cast that spell. Toll of the Dead.
Toll of the Dead. All right, wisdom saving throw from the smaller one. 19, not effective.
Okay, I end my turn.
All right, Sister Olga will make her way up here, and she will do a bit of chanting. And Glory, you'll get back 12 HP.
Very nice.
Sister Dorotka will also make her way up here. She's going to throw a Sacred Flame out at the smaller one. But it is not struck by that. All right. So, let's see. This creature is enraged, so it is going to go ahead and screech, even though it's going to hurt its companion here. It is going to screech. So, once again, I'll need everybody to make con saves if you're within 30 feet. All right, DC of that is 15. If you fail, you're taking 24 damage and you are incapacitated. If you succeed, you're just taking half damage.
Okay, I will use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
And then I think I can use this.
All right, if you fail, make sure you take that damage and then use your set condition at the top to apply incapacitated, so I can just kind of eyeball who's incapacitated.
I just needed a 15, right?
DC was 15, yes.
Okay. Got it. I'm good. Does anyone needed? Caliban, do you want to borrow my inspiration?
I think he just used inspiration, if I'm not mistaken. I saw 2 rolls.
Oh.
The second roll is my concentration roll for Blade Ward. Can I take his inspiration? I don't know. That seems a little.
Since you already did 2 rolls, I'm going to say no. If it was like crucial moment or something like that, I do usually allow that. But yeah, that's too many dice rolls to retcon at that point.
No, my second dice roll was my Constitution save for my Blade Ward.
Right. So you already succeeded that, and then you failed the first one. So if we
failed the first, yeah.
So if we reverse 2
That's
rolls, right, then it's kind of like getting kind of messy. So I'd say no on this one. But like in a critical moment, like if you were on death's door or something like that, I would let it.
All good. Yep.
All right, so that's its turn. Just double checking, making sure we're all good. Now I'm going to roll the save for the other owlbear.
Ronak needs to, just to let you know, he needs to make a con save. So
one more question about cutting words. I can use cutting words to reduce the damage I take, but because I'm incapacitated, I don't know if I can take my reaction as I'm taking the damage. If I can, I would use it to try to reduce some of the damage I take.
Post that text again. It all depends on how it's worded.
Yeah, it basically says like as if you take damage, you can roll to.
Well, it says when they make a damage roll. So I would say they're making the damage roll before you're incapacitated, because you're not incapacitated until you take the damage. So yeah, I would allow you to use your reaction to cut the damage.
Okay, so that's a D8. So I'll roll that.
All right, and then we got some saves from the sisters. All right, and I think that is everything. We're all set. Let's see, whoever critical did, I think it was Caliban. Go ahead and throw me a D4, please.
Oh, the bleed. Yes.
Yes. And then just as a reminder, if you're incapacitated, you automatically lose concentration. So go ahead and remove your concentration if you're incapacitated. All right. So I applied that bleed effect, and I don't think there's. Right. Yeah. So there's no other negative effects here. The owlbear is going to strike you twice, Caliban, as you just wounded it pretty badly. So here comes 2 attacks. 16 and 9. I believe both of those are going to miss. And we'll move to Runok.
Leave my best friend Barnaby alone.
He's going to come over here and rescue his master. I mean, excuse me. He's going to attack.
16 will hit. That will slay the creature on the dot.
All right, and so that's 5, 10. He's gonna go around the creature here. Let's see, so 5. Would that be difficult terrain going over the creature at all if it's that large?
No, I say you're okay.
All right, so he's gonna come down here and he's gonna get ready to do some more damage.
All right, Grim.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is bonus action second wind, which allows me to use my feature called Tactical Shift, but I can move half my movement without provoking opportunity attack.
Okay.
I'll get that back. So then I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Move 5, 10, 15. Can I move here?
No, you can't move through that center rock area. Or I guess I'll say if you want to move through these, count these as difficult terrain.
Thank you. 5, 10, 15. That'll put me there with my 30 feet of movement. And now I will attack twice.
So I'm just checking real quick. You started here. You went 15. That was your special ability. And then you moved again up to 30 is what you're saying? So you did like this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. Yep. All right. Let's see. First attack hits.
Savage that.
Wounding the
And I'm
big
going to try
owlbear.
to knock it prone. So DC 16. Strength save.
Yes, you do indeed knock it prone.
All right. Now with advantage. Uh, 15 on those.
Oh, sorry. I missed that the attack already came. That is a miss.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
Okay, Laud.
I'm incapacitated, so I think my turn just ends.
It does indeed. And then you're no longer incapacitated. You can remove that, and we'll move to Glory.
All right, attacking.
That'll critically hit. All right, so go ahead and post regular damage. We'll take max plus normal, and then it has a D12 bleed.
Damn.
All right, so your max is going to be 16, and then we'll add that to what you rolled, so that's going to be 32 points of damage.
All right, second attack.
That will miss.
Polearm strike.
That will also miss. All right, Caliban, you're also incapacitated. Your turn ends. No longer incapacitated. Same thing with Barnaby. Neva's going to circle around to get a bit into the light here. She's going to go ahead and throw a healing melody to Caliban.
That's my girl.
All right, Caliban, you'll get back 6 HP for that. Archgale.
All right, same thing, except on the big one. Toll of the Dead.
He is not affected.
All right, and my turn.
All right, Sister Olga's turn ends. She's no longer incapacitated. Sister Dorotka. she is going to make her way down to here and throw out a sacred flame on the big bear. He's not affected. All right, on his turn, he's going to stand up from prone. And he is going to attack Caliban. Seeing that, Caliban, you're a bit wounded there, he's going to go ahead and ravage you. 18 is going to miss. And 17 is going to miss. So he's trying to slash really hard and just reaching out, trying to strike you, but does not connect. All right, this one's dead. We move to Runok.
Coming here. Does he get the flank there with Glory?
No, you would have to be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. All right. So, but he's going to go ahead and say, die, you foul beast.
Yes, 20 will hit. That will wound the creature as you slash into him. Okay, Grim.
All right. Rinse and repeat. Attack.
15 will miss.
Second attack.
10 will miss.
Good try.
Wait a second. Was it you that had advantage on the next roll, or was that somebody else?
He already used that last round.
I knocked him
okay.
prone. Yeah, that's all it was.
Okay, all right.
Laud.
True Strike. As soon as I can find the ability.
Yes, that will hit.
So 14.
What's the extra one from?
Yeah, so it's a 1d8 plus my charisma modifier, and then because I'm 5th level, then it gains a 1d6 radiant damage on top of it. And for whatever reason, it doesn't combine it into one damage thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I max rolled the it would all be radiant in this case, but I max rolled basically the crossbow bolt and then minimumed on the other one.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep, I've applied that.
All right, and that will be my turn.
All right, Glory.
Move here and then strike.
Yes, that will hit.
Plus 2, 20.
Wounding the creature badly. That will hit as well. Wounding it a second time.
Pull arm strike.
That
Nice.
will certainly hit. Okay, so go ahead and post your normal damage. We'll give you max plus whatever you rolled, and then you can push the creature up to 15 feet away.
7. No push. You can't go anywhere.
All right, no push. All right, he is wounded badly, clutching onto the side of this rock face. Caliban.
It also says he's prone, by the way.
Oh, okay, my bad. I missed that prone. Yeah, good call out. Let me go ahead and set that to him. So, yeah, you rocked and rolled him with the pole. All right, Caliban.
Caliban no longer incapacitated. We'll move up. Well struck, Glory! He might be a little deaf from being the screeches, and yeah, we'll do attack. I guess I get advantage of this because he's prone, right?
You do indeed, yes. That will hit. That makes him near dead.
Oh, good thing I got another one.
That will hit as well. And with only 1 HP left, he is slain. All right, guys, we are out of this battle as you have just taken down this big beast.
Oh boy, that was scary, guys.
Those guys are tough.
My ears are still ringing. The door was loud. I suspect everybody in the castle would have heard those screeches. Caliban's going to take a
They
look.
should be. I don't think they'll be alerted. I'm sure they heard them before.
It looks like others have come down here to meet their end and sort of start poking around in this pile of bones.
Sure, throw me an investigation check there, Caliban, see if you find anything of interest. No, it just looks to be a pile of bones. You don't see anything really here, maybe little bits of cloth and so forth, but nothing that stands out to you.
Can I determine what kind of bones they are or who they belong to?
Sure, you can make a medicine check. You can tell that most of these are animal bones, but there are some humanoid bones mixed in.
Adam, can I figure out what this thing is?
It looks to be a nest with a large egg sitting on top of it. As you're looking there, you also notice a little bit of glinting, perhaps, or actually there's no light here, so I'll just say your dark vision picks up some coins. You see there's a few coins here, a total of 10 copper and 2 silver.
We're going to raise our very own owlbear. It's going to be awesome.
Can I climb this ledge, Adam?
You can, yes. You take a moment to climb the ledge.
Well, it's just a ledge.
Would we know if an owlbear egg has any value?
Give me a history check.
Have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, that's
Yeah,
why
everybody's
I'm asking. It's
thinking
worth
it.
a lot in that.
Everybody's thinking.
You're not sure, Lod.
I want to take it anyway. Put it in the bag of holding.
Do I see anything interesting up here, Adam, before I climb down?
Nothing that sticks out to you, Grim.
All right. You can move me down then, please.
We have 2 paths.
I'm willing to bet this one loops around.
Roanoke goes ahead and says, I've never tasted owlbear before, as he takes a big chunk out of this one here, and he starts pretending nobody's.
I thought I heard this wrong, Bill. Did you call him Rona?
Roanoke?
No, it's Runak. Okay,
Runak, yeah.
I was thinking Corona when you said Rona. All right.
Oh, no, yeah, Runak. I don't know why I pronounced it wrong, but yeah, I didn't pronounce it the way it should have been, nor the way that you thought. So we were both wrong.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so he takes a big old. Yeah, he takes a big old chunk out of it and starts going, owlbear is not so bad after. Could use some salt, but you know.
Has anybody looked through this pile of bones to see if there's anything of value in there yet? If not,
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
And I determined they're mostly animal with some humanoid.
Yeah, I saw that we looked at them. I just wasn't sure if we like dug through them to see if there was like, any items in there or anything.
Adam, can I find anything else in the nest or just the egg and those shiny coins?
That is all you see.
Not shiny coins.
Hey, Gloria, I think that way loops back around where we started. It's worth a quick look.
It seems like there's another ledge here.
Here, I'll climb up on the ledge.
All right, Archgale, you spend time climbing up there.
It loops around. That is correct.
Do you think that little squirt sent us in here to die rather than giving us away into the castle?
It's right down here is the entrance, silly.
I'll climb down. No, it just loops around. Grim is correct. It's almost like he was a cartographer in a past life.
My cartographer characters never survive much long.
So are we going now, or do we need any rest?
Should we take a quick breather? That was a tough battle there.
Yeah, we should probably sit down up the owl bear ledge over here to this way. It's nice and comfortable.
You're taking another break? We have to get in there quickly. The sister and I can help you try to restore your wounds. Just stay still. All right, and so basically they have an ability that recharges pretty frequently. So I'm going to just do a quick estimate here. I'm going to say after 3 minutes, you can all set your health to max.
Well, I'll keep you around.
I know what I'm rolling up with my next level. You know,
NPC perk, right?
multi-class thing. Yeah.
All right, once you set your health to max, I'm assuming you guys want to head this way, which does indeed look to be a continuing path. If so, what I'd like you to do is put yourself in order that you're traveling in a single file. The reason I say this is while it's 10 feet wide here, once you start going this way, pretty soon it's going to get narrow. All right, so I will back the NPCs up by 1. Runak, you can slip in there if that works for you. All right, that is the order that you're entering. I'm going to ask you guys to hold for just 1 moment. All right, so to give you an idea of what is occurring here, you're making your way through this dark, dank passage. It is narrow with a low ceiling. If you stand over 6 feet tall, you must hunch while you walk, and this halves your speed. If you are medium size, you must squeeze anytime you're trying to move past one another. I assume you guys aren't doing much of that. You're kind of just, going with the flow here, but that'll give you an idea of how tight this is. The ceiling is propped up with wooden supports every 15 feet or so, but tree roots have worked their way into the corridor, making progress even slower in some areas. This is a very claustrophobic tunnel, and it runs for a very long distance. You guys are traveling this way for like 100 feet, and then 100 feet, and another 100 feet, and you're starting to wonder how, when in the world is this going to end? This seems like it's going way too long. And then another 100 feet, and then another 100 feet, and then another. Like, this is like an ongoing thing. Eventually, you'll notice that the terrain begins to rise. It starts climbing. So you're like, as you're either hunched or you're crawling a bit, you notice it kind of starting to go uphill. And then at the very end, since you're in the front, Glory, you will see this first. You're going to see a thick rope affixed to the wall with iron rings that makes the climb a bit easier. And you will see the tunnel emerges. You notice overhead, as you're getting into this little cramped space, there is a hatch.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I think you're already first.
I'll go first.
Well, they do call you Glory, I mean, isn't it all for glory?
All right.
I like that.
So give me an idea here, Glory. There's a hatch. Are you trying to open this quietly? Are you throwing it up and trying to get into the room as quick as possible? How are you approaching this?
No, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to just push it up enough to kind of get a look around and hopefully not be seen.
All right, fair enough. So you open this hatch a bit. So you're the hatch is probably 3 feet over your head. So you're raising your arm up to like the limit of your reach, and then you're kind of just pressing the hatch up a bit. The gap that you're able to open here gives you a view into a room that is quite dusty. From your current position, looking basically up towards the wall, that's all you see. You see a wall if you angle your head a certain way, you can see the ceiling overhead. But yeah, you're not seeing much from this narrow way.
I open the hatch or push it aside and I climb it up.
All right, so you
But
throw
I try to do it carefully, like as quietly as I can.
All right, so basically, in order to keep this hatch open, you have to give it a bit of thrust, right? Like kind of almost jump and push it, and so then it will kind of like fling backwards, unless you have a different idea. But it's you're not able to just where you're standing, like close it that way or open it all the way.
Okay, understood.
All right, so you fling it open. It hits kind of at the back wall. You see dust kind of start shaking almost immediately, and you have a good view now as you scan around. Go ahead and throw me a quick perception check. All right, so as this dust is falling upon you, you see a very strange looking creature attached to the ceiling. As you look at it, it reminds you of a bat, but it is like tan in color, and its wings look like they're streaked with bits of red. It's not all that big, and it doesn't seem like it necessarily either notices or cares about your presence yet, but you definitely spot it here up on the ceiling.
I'm going to keep climbing up into the area, trying to stay. I'm gonna take a step forward from the hatch to the thing so that people can enter into the room behind me. But I'm not going to be aggressive just yet.
All right, so essentially what this means is that you're climbing out of the tunnel and into the actual room. So as you do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you alone to a separate map because immediately there is some movement, there's some activity in the room here. All right, and then I'm also going to lock the tokens for a moment, and I'm also going to move our eye in the sky over to this map. All right, so Glory, what you should be able to see is a small room. Where you're standing right now is the hatch, so I'm going to move you in just a moment. But this shape that you saw on the ceiling, I'm going to go ahead and reveal that now. So this is where it's at. This is what it looks like. And as you truly pull yourself into the room, you're going to see as dust is kind of coming down, it seems to react to you entering the room and it's going to descend. And as it does so, you're noticing movement about as more of these shapes that you didn't spot in other corners of the room are also descending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in initiative. I'm going to hope this works this time. But if it doesn't, I'm going to ask you to roll your own initiative here in a moment. Yeah, unfortunately, that is still not working. I'm going to look at that after the session. But all right, I have the initiative order up there, Gloria. If you can go ahead and throw your initiative. All righty. All right, let me get these figures here into the order. Apologies, it's a little bit slower without my macro because it usually does all the work for me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change up our music a bit. Okay, so as you are coming out of this, so Barnaby, keep in mind, you're still in the tunnel. You're down at the ground level. You see that Glory is climbing to the top. Glory, as you do so, one of these creatures is going to act before you. So the one that is closest to you is going to descend upon you. As it does so, it is going to try to bite you. 9 is going to miss. Move to the next one, which is the one that is just south of you. It is also going to fly down, trying to bite you.
How high is the ceiling?
It is 12 feet high. As it descends, that one, 17, looks like that is going to hit. Okay, so you are struck. You are going to take 7 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. All right, you will succeed on that. You feel like you're starting to stiffen up, but you managed to fight through that. However, because this attack hit, the creature is now attached to you. So you can, you can think of its jaws or its, mouth stuck into your skin at the moment, and it's just clinging there. And then we move to your turn.
Move.
Yep, you guys went ahead and unlock the tokens. Feel free to move. And this one I'm just going to scoot along with you.
Can I attack the one that's attached to me like a regular attack, or?
I would say not with your halberd, because I don't think you'd be able to maneuver it that way. But if you have something else you want to attack it with.
No, I'll attack this one, I guess.
Okay, so yep, with the halberd reach, you can, get up into the corner there. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
First, I'm going to rage.
$10 is going to miss. 22 will hit. Your halberd slash. Oh, okay. Then that will be enough to destroy that one as it comes down in a heap of almost looks like dead skin. As you slash through it, it just kind of collapses.
I'm going to move to the wall. That'll end my turn.
All right. Let's see. Next up is the one that you just killed. So I'm going to remove that one. And then at the end of the round, there's this one that's going to fly over towards you. And it's going to attack you. 14 is going to miss. All right, as we get to the top of the next round, Barnaby, you can actually maneuver here. So I'm going to pull you over to the screen as well. So basically what I'm assuming here, guys, is you're in the tunnel. It's very difficult to kind of move through here. You might be able to get through more than one person at a turn. If there's something magical or resource that you're doing that help you get up there, let me know. But otherwise, I'm just going to play this by ear and kind of assume you're moving up as quickly as you can. So Barnaby, I'm going to get you over there. All right, and Barnaby, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and throw me an initiative. I'm going to put your token on screen here. So think of yourself as you're lower than these guys right now. You're like in a hole, think of it as, and you're looking up and you can kind of see part of the room. Go ahead and click your token and throw your initiative there, Barnaby.
I don't see my token. Am I on?
I thought I just dragged you over here, but let me make sure. You see it now?
There it is. Yeah. I had to really scroll up, I guess. So, all right, let's go ahead. Winner.
All right, that gets you into initiative. All right, so now keep in mind, Caliban, you're the one that's just behind Barnaby. So as he's trying to move, like again, you guys are struggling to get through this really narrow area in the tunnel. Like I said, if there's something magical, Misty Step, something like that you're trying to do, let me know. Other than that, it's going to be fairly slow going depending on what happens above. But we're going to start at the top of this round now. Okay, so this one is not attached to you, Glory, so it's just going to attack you. And that is going to miss. This one is attached to you, so because it's attached to you, it automatically hits you. So ignore that attack roll. You will take 2 more points of damage. And then we will move to Barnaby's turn. So again, you're in a hole at the moment, Barnaby. You're looking up. I want to say it's about 10 feet over your head.
Okay, but I can continue climbing. That's what you're saying, though, right?
So what you saw Glory do is basically reach up, grab the ledge, and pull himself over. There's not like a rung or a ladder. So take your height plus 10 feet high.
Okay, so how much movement would it take for me to get up to here?
first of all, tell me how you're getting there. Like, are you jumping? How are you getting to the edge? So how tall are you?
I'm about 4 feet.
Okay, so the ledge over your head is 10 feet. How are you getting the 6-foot gap?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I'm going to try to jump. I don't have any other way of getting up. So.
All right, fair enough. So that will go on the classification of a high jump. So I'm pulling those rules up real quick. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. So what is your strength modifier?
Okay, my strength modifier is only a +1.
Okay, so you could jump 4 feet in the air. You said you are 4 feet tall. So that would get you 8 feet high. Your arms, I would say, can reach that. So you're grasping onto the side. Because it's relatively close, I'm going to say go ahead and give me an athletics check. There's just going to be a DC 10 to grab onto the ledge and pull yourself up. Yep. All right. So you jump, you grab onto the ledge, you pull yourself up here. Count that as 15 feet of movement.
All right. And what size are these creatures? You said they were grappled on, but are they like still medium size or?
They are small-sized creatures. This one is currently attached to Glory. These two are flying, fluttering about around him.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and strike out at the one that's attached to him, if I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. All right. And remind me, does this do anything special against any special types of creatures?
If it's a shape changer.
Only shape changer. Okay, these are not shape changers. That will wound the creature.
All right. Then, well, I'll just, I'm going to use my, no, never mind. I don't want to use a spell slot. Never mind. I'm good.
All right, Glory.
All right, I will attack that one.
Okay. That is going to miss. That will miss as well.
Polar strike.
That will connect. All right, you smash into it, wounding it badly. Is that correct damage? Or does that look way higher than I'm used to seeing?
It's because it got my radiant strike, because the first attack gets the radiant strike damage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes, that is good. Got it. Okay, so normally you're hitting before that. I understand. Okay, so that will strike that one. It is then going to fly over to here, and it is going to attack you, Barnaby. 21 on Barnaby is going to hit. All right, that's going to deal 7 points of piercing damage, Barnaby, and then I'll need a Constitution saving throw. Barnaby, you will fail this saving throw. You find yourself paralyzed. All right, that will take us to the top of the next round. We are a little bit over time, so I'm going to go ahead and scoot all you guys up in the train. You're in the tunnel at the moment. And Caliban, you will be the next one up. But as I said, we're a little bit over time, so we'll go ahead and pause it here, guys. I will also mention, just to leave you with something terrifying, that as you're fighting these creatures, Glory and Barnaby, and probably Caliban at this point as well, you can start to hear the sound of screeching, like many screeching sounds coming from nearby. So guys, that's where we'll go ahead and pause it. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll have everybody back next time, and we'll pick up the session from there.
Good job. Thanks, Adam.
Nice cliffhanger.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Adam.
you.
See you guys.
Good night, all.
Bye, everybody.